head while you hit them with the facts. Hey, with hands on your head while you hit them with the facts. Grown and sexy, y'all. Do it for the 40 and over out there. 40 and over, y'all. Play. It's hot as a motherfucker here tonight, man. It's hot as shit in here tonight, man. For the grown folks, y'all. Play. Good to see you, bro. Straight to it, bro. Straight to it, bro.
I want you the right way. I want you, but I want you to want me too. Want you to want me the right way, babe, just like I want you. Oh, I'll give you all the love I want in return, sweet darling. What half of love is all I feel? Oh, it's stupid, it's just too sad. You don't want me now, but I'll change your mind some way. So, oh, baby, I want you the right way. I want you, but I want you to hold me too. Want you to hold me the right way, babe, just like I want you. Oh, I'll give you all the love I want in return, sweet darling. What half of love is all I feel? Oh, it's stupid, it's just too sad. You love me now, but I'll change your mind some way. So, baby, I want you the right way.
Sing it, boy.
I want you, but I want you to hold me too. Want you to hold me the right way, babe, just like I want you.
Grown folks music, man. Just some grown folks music, man. Happy birthday, Sheena, baby. Go ahead and play it. Grown folks music, Gigi. breeze, it's your birthday. Well, go breeze, it's your birthday. I said welcome to the squad. It's your birthday. I said welcome to the squad. It's your birthday. Well, go breeze, it's your birthday. Well, hey breeze, it's your birthday. Well, go breeze, it's your birthday. Well, hey breeze. Well, when they breeze, what's up? Go, 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 go. Look, and when the sun go down, it always leaves the breeze. When they breeze, work on y'all. There's a party going on at home, man. Make sure y'all use that cash app. What made you leave? Well, you got 'em, boy. Look, hey, we'll go Sheena. It's your birthday. We'll go Sheena. It's your birthday. Well, hey, Sheena, what it do? It's your birthday. We'll go Sheena. It's your birthday. Well, hey, Sheena. It's your birthday. Well, hey, Benny, what's up? It's your birthday. What's up? It's your birthday. Well, they see now. Well, look. And go. 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 Go. Hey, breeze. Congos. Ow. That's how you feel back there, breeze. That's how you feel, breeze. When they breeze, like the Congos work. A live stream party. It's just a live stream party. When they breeze, work. When they stand, well, that's the fans from the stands. God, that thing sounded real good, Facebook. Good to see you, KC. Meet me at the bar, my nigga. Hey, Cannon, what it do? Hey, Cannon, what it do? Well, that's my main man, Cannon. Well, that's the nigga, man, Cannon. What made you leave? How we do? Well, hey, Cannon. Hey, load him up, shoot him up. Hey, bang, bang. Will they breeze? Work. Let's get this motherfucker to working for my trap stars at home, man. Turn that board up. What? Let's get it, y'all. Trap stars, what? Brother, get him 16, bro. 16 with a G.
I'm with the gang, you know I'm with the mob. I pull up, yeah, you know I'm going hard. Dropping with the young nigga, we some stars. Getting to the money, yeah, real far. I pull up with the gang, whole shit. I pop a bottle, yeah, I get to that shit. I get the money, then I get out quick. Then I fuck your bitch, I rock real quick. Nigga said, young nigga, calm down. But envy me, yeah, you know it's going down.
Oh yeah.
Inside, yeah, you know we real live. Hey, fuck with a young nigga, take a ride.
Oh yeah.
About the cup, a little do say. But that's your bitch, I don't care what you say. And ride with me, yeah, you know I don't play. I'm busting weight, yeah, you know it's okay.
I mean it. Remember the gang, I was the mob, what was you thinking? Remember the days, that shit was hard, a nigga been drinking. I put a phone into the ounce, a nigga been drinking. If you was the squad, I give you my heart, little nigga, I mean it.
Yeah, I pop a vote, you know I get my mind right. I smoke the gas, yeah, you know it's real something right. With OG, yeah, you know it's West Coast shit. I fuck with your bitch, yeah, I give her all shit. Pop the bottle, you know you looking like a model. That's your girl, you know that she gon' swallow. Riding with the gang, getting right quick. Bust the whole clip, whole gang shit. Be inside, you know we don't play. We the damn fans, yeah, you heard what I say. Hey, God, a nigga real right. Shorty looking good, yeah, you know she's some right. Envy me, I'm getting to the bag. That's your nigga, yeah, he look like a fag. But I ain't talking shit, I'm on the West Coast. Riding with the whole gang, right so.
I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob, what was you thinking? Remember the days, that shit was hard, a nigga been drinking. I put a phone into the ounce, a nigga been drinking. If you was the squad, I give you my heart, little nigga, I mean it. I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob, what was you thinking? Remember the days, that shit was hard, a nigga been thinking. I put a phone into the ounce, a nigga been drinking. If you was the squad, I give you my heart, little nigga, I mean it.
Yeah, I really do it. I do it from the heart. You know I'm born into the shit from the start. Go gang from the VA side. Major League Band, yeah, come and take a ride. I love this go-go shit from the way start. Let me show you how I do it from the start. Pull up with the whole, yeah, the whole shit. Let me get my mind right, whole shit. Smoking on the gas from the gang gang. Major League Band, what you bang bang? 24 and bang bang, my man Dave. Georgetown Village, what you say? 5-5 Dub T, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Low, that's my nigga Creed. Rest in peace to Doe, rest in peace to Zoe. Blake Moore, one more time, do it for the
I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob, what was you thinking? Remember them days, that shit was hard, a nigga been thinking. I put a phone into the ounce, a nigga been drinking. If you was the squad, I give you my heart, little nigga, I mean it. I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob, what was you thinking? Remember them days, that shit was hard, a nigga been thinking. I put a phone into the ounce, a nigga been drinking.
We're part two. We're Major League. Let's go.
Hey, 37, I'm with the gang. Hey, 5-5, I'm with the gang. Hey, Georgetown, I'm with the gang.
I hear you, y'all. Right back at it, y'all. Right back at it. Let's go. Oh, when they breathe.
Come on. My nigga LA.
One time to my man LA in the party, y'all. Hey, one man. Will I breathe, please? Right back to the party, y'all. Hey, Chris. I wanna let my drummer get some a little bit, man. We'll stay right there. We'll let the drummer get some. We'll let it bang. look, I'm with the game, with the motherfuckers, you thinking?
I'm on the game, I'm on the mile, what was you thinking?
Well, part two. Well, we're back now, word. We're Major League, let's go. We come to destroy this live tonight, man. We come to destroy this live tonight, man. With some new, with Major League, look. Hey, see me with my girlfriend, fuck around the door, just hanging with the squad, nigga, fuck around the door. See me with the gorgeous, the fuck around the perfect. Tell these bitches no, if you know we get it. Look, hey, well none of you niggas will fuck with me. Oh, damn right, none of these niggas fuck with me. Oh, damn right, and none of these niggas will fuck with me. Let's go, yeah. Well now, look, I tell them, we drip too hard, don't stand too close. You will mess around and drown off this way. Doing all these shows when I be on the road. I don't care where I go, long as I get paid. Bad news, bad. She be on my mind. Every other night, another movie get paid. Drip too hard. Let's go. Hey, well, hold that bar right there. Let's work it out. Well, they breathe. Will you do me a favor, breathe? Party going on. We're back live. Well, let's work. Look, we're here. Will it breeze? Get 'em, boy. Some new. Well, Georgetown, what it do? We just gonna warm this thing up a little bit, man. Some new from that Major League fans, some of one band family, y'all. Let's get it, boo. Let's get it, babe.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. We take it away. All dreams be fuels for an everyday. All I wanna hear is any visions of me. Sit right next to you. You, I try not to show how I feel about you. Thinking we should wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away. Sit right next to you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys were tuned into the sound of Major League until we got live on the air. That was from their live here 2 weeks ago, guys. It was an absolutely amazing show. Shout out to Major League. Shout out to JB and Jerry, who will both be in the building tonight.
Lowe's in the building.
Who were integral parts at making that live amazing, guys. Also, we will also have in the building Deuce 9 and Low. So it's going to be a great show, guys. Let's get into what y'all got into this weekend, Go-Go. I know it wasn't live, but what did y'all get into virtually? Like, what did you tune into?
I didn't tune into anything.
There was a lot of little different things that happened throughout the week. I tuned into New Impressions live.
I watched a portion of that this morning.
Tuned in to their live. Their live was real good. I did that. I watched Backyards live for the what was that? Don't Mute DC.
It was the 1 year anniversary of the Don't Mute DC movement. The hashtag was actually made famous by an HU college student, guys.
Wow.
I missed a lot.
Wow. Yeah, you did.
So
you don't do nothing. That's why.
You
don't do anything.
Yeah, you can get them.
You don't do anything.
This week was absolutely great for Go-Go. We had, was it Body of Evidence? I can't remember which gospel Go-Go band went live. That was a good look. New Impressions, Backyard, and then we had a happy hour last night.
Yeah,
we did.
We had a happy hour last night, which is probably one of the best moments since this COVID-19 situation has been going on. Like, it was a whole lot of foolishness that took place.
It was after hours.
It was that it wasn't a happy hour, guys.
Yeah,
we had a whole party.
Yeah.
You're blocking the camera, sir.
We had a whole party, guys. We had a lot of laughs. My favorite of the night was we were having a conversation about catching the Holy Ghost. Like, with social distancing going on, what happens if you catch the Holy Ghost? This fool, Kid Cannon, shout out to the man, says, and I quote, "The Holy Ghost is officially canceled. Still, don't catch him. You better run from him.
Nigga can catch a virtual Holy
Listen,
Ghost.
you better not. So if you catch the Holy Ghost watching service at home, like where is the mother of the church with the prayer cloth? Like who gonna help you up? You just there.
Who gonna cover up you?
You're good.
Let the goods out.
What?
Shout out to Lil Boosie and Tory Lanez. Quarantine. You gotta let it out. Let the goods out. You inside.
No, sir.
This fool
at
made
this moment,
fun of me.
No, at this moment, she became essential when she caught the Holy Ghost. I'm sorry that we ain't got no cover or no prayer cloth.
She became essential to who?
Oh, what's up, shorty?
She became essential to who? We are live on the air, sir.
Essential
Thank you.
Essential to the internet, to the virtual reality that we're living in right now.
Oh, that's what she did?
So if you catch...
No? So that's not a thing. It may be essential for you.
Yes, and a lot of guys is at home.
May it look like old roast beef since it's so essential.
Whatever.
May it look like old roast beef.
As long as it's edible.
Since it's so... What? That's disgusting. What? Wait, what? You know the rule. Just go ahead do it. Just pipe him up. Just turn him off. He need a break already. Oh. He needs to give him a break. Like, he needs a break. But
so what was the conclusion? Don't catch the Holy Ghost if you watching virtual services.
That was definitely the conclusion. We concluded a lot of things last night. We concluded that you have to be muted every time we do anything. First of all, your attention span is trash. Your background is loud. We could be in the middle of a dope conversation and you just
They asked for a DJ.
You failed at that.
So
you failed
at that moment, I became DJ Scratch and Patch.
You became
Scratch and Patch.
You became DJ Muted Tana because
Cece
shout
was
out
on
to
it.
admin Cece.
She was on
She was
it.
our sound man
They
last
made
night.
CC the sound engineer.
She was definitely sound man last night.
Worst sound man I heard all year.
Best sound
all year
man
long.
on a Zoom ever.
No.
Shout out to Cece.
Shout out.
So we have decided that now when we do our virtual house parties, we will take turns running sound man.
Oh, I can't wait till.
Oh,
it's
you're never
my
getting a turn.
turn.
You're never getting a turn.
Oh, when it's my turn.
You left the house party and never came
Dude,
back.
The finger.
You weren't.
Finger.
He
off.
wasn't around when that decision was made because he was gone. So he's not a part of that.
I don't get to run sounds.
No, you left. That's just like if we go and
friends.
and we hit a lick.
I got friends.
We don't have to give you any money from the lick if you wasn't there when we hit it.
I have friends who are soundmen. I can go get on their system.
Go ahead.
See, leave it to Tana. Everybody will be muted.
And it'll just be
It'll just be
Listen,
him.
Wait a minute. We're having a happy hour. Why do I get muted on a happy hour?
First of all, you were at the happy hour, but not at our happy hour.
I was.
You were at your personal happy
No,
hour.
not at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not know what you...
Look me in the face and lie. Look me in the face and
I'm
lie.
not looking at nobody.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Shout out to everybody that's on my live.
Shout out to everybody.
Because this is ridiculous. Listen.
Shout out to me realizing that it's not the alcohol.
Listen.
No, he's out of control.
We're having a happy hour. You don't put guidelines on a happy hour.
I'm talking about today, yesterday, last week.
And Cece over there muting every time. Mute him, Cece.
Because listen, nobody could talk because your background was that loud.
No.
Nobody could do anything.
They had R. Kelly attorney in there last night.
He was quiet because no one could do anything. That's why she had to keep muting you.
They asked for DJ. I bring the sounds.
Then he had got the smacking on the honey roasted cashews.
We were okay with that. We actually had shout out to DJ Kid Cannon, my man, who was definitely in the building last night.
Listen.
Shout out to him. But guess what? We were okay having conversation because guess what?
Shout out to the DJ who didn't play the DJ last night. I was the DJ.
You sucked as a DJ.
I did not.
What did he play?
Some music.
What music?
Music that we couldn't understand.
Gigi don't even know what it is. Gigi don't know
Hello,
music.
caller. You're on the live with them damn
Hey, first of all, Tana, you
you better, first of all, before you call up here and go on the great one, you better have your shit together. That's first and foremost. And don't think because...
Okay?
Say it again.
Excuse me, engineer, please mute him.
Oh.
And he did it.
These people are ridiculous. I'm gonna have the Don't Mute Montana hour. These people up here.
These people.
Get your shit together, and then we ain't got to mute you.
You know what? You're fired.
How you fired somebody?
You're fired.
Last one hired them they five people.
No, the last one hired is usually the first one fired.
You know what? I was gonna spend a little bit of my stimulus check on you, but I changed my mind.
No, he wasn't.
You're not getting nothing.
He was tricking with that.
You're not getting nothing.
He was definitely tricking with that.
I don't be doing no tricking.
He was definitely tricking.
Shout out to everybody on my live. I don't do no tricking. I don't know what they talking about.
He's tricking for y'all right now.
CC, you're not CC. You're not the engineer next week, so don't worry about it.
That's all right, but you're going to get muted again.
Oh. CC, hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
Hey,
we miss you.
You're going to get muted again, sir.
We miss you, CC.
You can't have guidelines at a happy hour, y'all. Honestly.
Yes, you can, sir. And you left the happy hour, sir.
Oh.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What is she talking about? Shout out to everybody on my live. This is ridiculous. I'm getting
shout out to everybody on your live.
You said one more time and I'm going to smack your live.
Listen,
out of the room.
Listen. Monty was there.
Listen.
Monty was there. Gigi Pre was there. You was there. Was part of the happy. Ken Cannon. Who else? R. Kelly lawyer.
And your friend that never said a word.
We stayed to the very end. Where was you?
I was there.
The right person.
Well,
Sanithia, right?
Oh, Sanithia was there, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't say a word.
What time did we get off?
Yeah, what time did we get off?
What happened? What she say?
You heard her.
I couldn't say it again.
You hear what you want to hear, sir. You heard us.
What time did we get off?
I'm legally deaf in one ear. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, okay.
I got off when I got off. It don't make a difference what time I got off. What time did you get off?
Exactly.
Worry about
We
yourself.
we all know what time
That's your
you
problem.
We know what time we left. It's
I
all
didn't.
right.
I left at a good time.
It's all right.
I was on.
We had great conversation after that, ladies and gentlemen. And
Absolutely.
we decided that this is something that we're going to do more often. Like, it was just a feel-good situation. People got to let their stresses out. We got to have conversation about the foolishness and the
stimulus
buffoonery.
And what is going to be purchased.
Hey, shout out again to Kid Cannon.
Damn.
He is buying a tiger.
With his stimulus check.
And he's going to give it away when it gets... No. When it gets too big. And then he's going to get a baby elephant. And when that gets too big, he's going to set it free in Rock Creek Park. He's going to start a whole...
And it's not going to make its way back home either.
This conversation was held without me.
Yeah, we know, because you left. It's going to be a whole amazing, funny situation. This stimulus check is going to change a lot of people. So the conversation we had was, what are you going to do irresponsible with your stimulus check?
Yeah, that's what King Cannon came up with. What irresponsible actor you going to do with your stimulus check?
He's going to put something to it and get a baby tiger. And he's going to walk the tiger in broad daylight like it's a normal pet.
And he lives in an apartment.
In Northwest.
So he's got, and on the top floor.
Top floor.
Not the bottom floor.
Not the bottom.
Gonna walk it like it's a pet.
Walk it like it is a normal pet.
Hey.
That's not a thing.
Let him play with the local pit bulls.
Yeah, that's not...
That's interesting, though.
Play with the... What?
That's interesting, though. What would you do irresponsibly with your check?
Irresponsible.
You should have been on the live. We had that discussion.
What would you do? What would you do, CC?
CC.
Me.
We already had that conversation, and you missed that conversation.
I want to hear from the people.
You missed that conversation.
719-2560.
I just want to let y'all know that I did make it upstairs. Okay.
Okay. Wow. Great.
Wait. So this is my next question. Was that the real Easter ensemble?
Oh, you had an outfit on last night.
You missed, sir. We not even talking to you. We talking
you
to
got
CC.
this showing off.
CC.
I missed the good part.
What's the answer, CC?
Yes.
What?
Oh, you had the Easter bunny over there. Like, what she was doing?
Wait, what?
Yes, see.
When all this happened?
Hey, man.
Listen.
Last night was amazing. Last night was amazing. It was a good look.
Cece got to show her good.
She stepped off, came back in this trench coat, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Cece, you had the lingerie on. Send me a picture.
See what I'm saying?
Please.
You had to be there to know what. See, you had to be there.
Turn his mic off. You understand what I'm saying? This dude. But last night was great. For those of you who have not invested in Zoom, who are not familiar with Zoom, I feel like it is a great tool. It is a good way to have meetings. You can mute everybody and make them raise their hand to speak. So the conversation, you can change your background. My backgrounds was dope last night.
Mine was better.
I guess Tanner's hand is always going. I guess he always going to have his hand raised because he's going to keep him muted.
We going to mute him forever.
Hey, Pretty, I think we need to have a house party too.
Oh, we are. We are.
What does that consist of?
We are.
Are you going to wear the Easter ensemble?
Of you getting muted.
Oh, it's fine.
We're gonna
thank
do
you.
it
Keep
again.
talking about it. We're going to brand it. So thank you. I'm going to brand it.
We're definitely going to do it again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be dropping a Zoom link soon. Please feel free to join and come through, have a good time, have some laughs with them damn fans, and just pick our brain. Like, I just kept popping up with questions last night.
Yes, you did.
And the bar will be open.
No, not for you.
Oh, Cece, yes, I like when the bar is open with you. You had a good time that was hilarious.
Man, she went through so many different
emotions.
Yes. 1 minute she tired, next minute she up. Like,
and then the big bag of ginger.
Yes, balls. The big bag of ginger balls. And her liking balls in her mouth.
Oh, wow. See, what was I having when these conversations was going on?
You were gone, sir. You missed a lot.
Let me roll my eyes there.
We had a ball once you were gone.
We did.
Oh,
that's
people let their hair down.
Wow.
People let their hair down.
And people, y'all talked about balls. I'm glad I wasn't part of that conversation.
We talked about more than balls.
Yeah, we did.
Can you tell me what color CC outfit was?
No.
Wow.
You had to be there. It was one of those moments. You know that you had to be there moment? You know that experience?
We're going to leave that.
Yeah, we're going to leave that to the next show.
Leave you in suspense.
We're going to leave that to the next show.
Keep you wondering.
That's my nickname. If I was a stripper, that'd be my name, Suspense.
If he was a stripper.
What's wrong
Ladies
with that?
and gentlemen, we're going to move right along from if he was and what his name would be.
No, what would be your stripper name? If you was a stripper. Niggas is in the house, y'all don't think?
Not about that. I have business on my mind.
If I was
and I'm not in the house.
My stripper name would be Suspense. I come in with all the lights off and stuff.
Mute him now.
No, I'm just...
mute him now.
Listen.
I'm over this. Like,
do you have a stripper name? Yes or no?
who is he talking to? He ain't talking to me.
Jesus, do you have a stripper name?
I absolutely do not. Never thought about it. Never considered it. Never even. No.
Well, I would be Suspense.
We're over that.
All right.
So
Suspense
what else
likes to get his nipples played with.
What else did you
That's
get
another
into?
topic.
What else did you get? Oh,
so you with the nipple movement.
See, good men in the building. When you got good men in the building, they speak that truth.
We're not.
They speak that truth.
What else did you get into in Go-Go?
I gotta take this. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I have to say support.
What else did you get into in Go-Go? I heard it was a lot of controversy this week
Cece,
too.
what you get into?
I think Cece's
She
gone.
gone?
Cece's gone.
Oh, she hung out?
Yes, Cece's gone. Cece's
Hello,
gone.
I'm here.
Oh,
Like, what are you doing then? We're talking to you. What, you mute us?
I sure did. I'm sorry.
oops.
By accident.
What you get into, Cece? Did you catch any lives?
I didn't catch pretty much of anything. I mean, the only memorable thing for me was happy hour.
I'll take it.
That was my only thing too, CC. Trust me, I ain't been on social media.
And I need to restock my wine, and most definitely, you know.
What kind of wine is that?
No, ma'am. We're not saying that on the air.
Oh, okay, we're not saying that on the air, but it's some good stuff though. I drink the whole bottle.
We'll drop it in the comments.
I sure will.
We'll drop it in the comments. But
I guess I have a lot of catching up to do because I guess there was a lot of crank going on.
Yeah, and a lot of controversy.
Yeah, that I'm not aware of. Okay.
Oh man,
I'm convinced.
I don't even want to know about it.
I am convinced at this point that COVID-19 has people in their house going crazy. Emotional disturbance coming from Go-Go. And it's not coming from the people who are normally emotionally disturbed. It's coming from a lot of the leaders. And I'm just sitting back confused, like...
What's really going on?
Are y'all stir crazy? Like, are some of y'all stir crazy? Like, it's some people that are alive like 27 times a day. Listen, the same way you feel about your kids getting on your nerves is how we feel about your lives.
Oh.
Chill. If you're a creative, take this time to create. It's a great time to create. When you come out on the other side of this, some of y'all should come out on the other side of this with a full-fledged album. What else are you doing? What else are you doing? You have time to create and make things. Like Facebook, I don't even tune into Facebook anymore like I used to because it's wild. Like, you see people go through 27 emotions in like 45 minutes on Facebook. It's like, they taking uppers and downers at the same time?
Absolutely.
If you got, but I'm convinced that COVID-19 has people going stir crazy, man. It's a lot of other things you can do. It's a lot of other things you can do. Montana, how many times you go live since COVID-19 started?
I don't know, about 3 or 4.
That's not bad. It's some people that do that in a day.
I never really did the whole live thing, but I mean, desperate measures, you know, stuff like this. You gotta stay busy the best way you can.
So jumping on Facebook Live is staying busy?
I mean, to some people, to each his own. I don't want to judge a person. I mean, if that's your outlet and that's what you want to do, I mean,
it's different for me because with what's going on right now is this time where everybody is down and all eyes are watching are exposing a lot of traits that a lot of people can hide when times are busy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are getting to see the real people, and that can hurt a brand sometimes. It can hurt a brand.
I mean, my thing is, like, at this point, like, as far as like bands and go, like this type of situation shouldn't have you in a position where as though now you want to start branding and putting out music. Like, you should have been doing that already. Now, because of what we doing, because of what you got going on now, yeah, you tend to take advantage of a lot of different opportunities that are presented to you. But I mean, if you don't, then that shit, I mean, that's on you though.
I don't agree with the band shouldn't be pushing their music or making more music now, because for some bands,
no, I'm not saying that.
But no, that's what you just said.
What I'm saying is, it's stuff that should have been happening way before we start having a pandemic.
Right, but what if they didn't have the time, and now they have nothing but time? They have downtime. Like, what if you couldn't get your whole band together to record because everybody has different schedules?
And that's fine.
And right now you do. So on the other side of
and
this, why not come out with a whole album? You got people dropping COVID songs in the midst of a crisis, and y'all, they are going virtual. Why wouldn't you come out on the other side of this with a banger?
And not to be funny, but like, people got families too.
I get
some
that.
things some things become more important now. You know what I'm saying? Then
so you're telling me you can't write while you're at home?
You can. I mean, if you
I'm not saying go to the studio.
But based as an individual, like, I can't, like, if I'm in the house and I'm in a band and I mean I'm not doing nothing, then you can look at it like you wasting time.
You are.
Or, like you said, you can put it to work.
It's not looking at it like, think about it like this. How many corporations do you think right now are just sitting back doing nothing? They are trying to figure out how
many corporations go.
That you're not listening. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is people are thinking of how they're going to launch on the other side of this. Because people's comfort level is gone. You get what I'm saying? Like, as close as we are right now, where I work at, I might punch you in your face for being this close to me. You get what I'm saying? So now when you go out, you're going to be worried about everybody else around you. Oh, they got their test, they good, they sick. Did he just sneeze? Like, the paranoia is not going to go anywhere.
But are you like surprised if certain bands don't come out with nothing at the end of this?
Am I surprised?
Like, are you like...
You want me to be honest with you? I'm not surprised, but as a fan, I'm going to be disappointed. Especially if you have not done a live stream or you have not, like, reached out to your people. Like, I just... For me, I guess my mind works different. I'm one that's like, oh, yeah, we locked down. I'm a writer. I'm a write. I draw. I'm a draw. I'm going to do the things that I know that on the other side, like... I thought of our first show once this breaks. I already have the show planned out and put together. I know who the guests are. I know all of those things. Like, I'm a thinker. I'm a planner. And I'm not saying that everybody has to be. But I'm saying that there's no reason for people not to come out with music on the other side of this.
I mean, I guess we got to wait and see.
We do.
I mean... We just gotta wait and see.
We do.
Right now is the culture is very interesting right now. So
the culture is interesting in what terms, like?
Just because when you're used to something and you're able to have that ability to be able to go see this band or that band at any given night, to now
to not have it, you know, it becomes interesting not just for the fans, but also for the people who are actually involved in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, you know, even if you're not sitting at home doing music, you got to be able to think outside the box to be able to bring. I think the live streams are amazing.
I do too.
I think it's even better if you continue to do it.
I feel like
that's just my opinion.
Like even on the other side of this, I feel like for bands who don't have regular gigs, I feel like this is a good look for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a good way to still reach out to the people. I feel like it's still a good way to build a crowd or potential get potential bookings, because it looks you're still working and not a live practice, like a legitimate live.
I think like people like, I know for me, like visuals is everything. So you can sell a person on visuals. That's one of the things that I would like to see as far as the culture is, like people present more visuals so you can really see what's going on. Like it's okay to like shoot your practices, shoot your bullshitting around, because the thing is you got these major artists on these big labels, they do the same shit. Meek Millie got 100 niggas outside, everybody doing wheelies on dirt bikes. They shooting all that. Like they giving you everything that you can possibly think of to sell it, to get it ready for an album or whatever. So I think the culture just needs a lot more. I think the culture need coming in. Close the door behind. I think the culture just needs like more of a punch right there, visuals that'll really sell it. And right now, that's why I say now is the good time to take advantage of the opportunity. Like whatever you're doing, just contribute something. Period.
Yeah, it's time, and I feel like this has shown that it can be a good look for your band. Like it puts you in front of a totally different audience than you would be in front of normally. You get what I'm saying? Like most people don't play in places that can hold 30 or 40 or 50 potential thousand people that'll be viewing it. I just feel like it's a good look on the other side. I do. I definitely feel like it's a good look. So for the bands that are not steady gigging, I feel like it would be a great look if y'all could do lives.
That's true. I definitely keep it going even after the COVID-19 passes us through. Like keep doing it. What you think, G? What you think, G?
I came in on the tail end of the conversation, so I really don't know what y'all was talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We were just talking about people coming out. Well, Pre had mentioned that bands that aren't doing like live streams or whatever the case may be, or people at home doing lives, and she's hoping that some bands will come out with some new material or something different.
Absolutely.
Bringing it out.
Absolutely.
So,
a band without creativity is what?
Pointless.
That's basically.
I do not, on the other side of this, want to go see a band and they are playing the same songs they have been playing for the previous 3 years. I don't.
I'm with you.
I'm tired of it. And though I miss the crank, punch me in my face with something new when we come back for real. Like, give me a reason to want to risk it all to come see you. Because that's what we're going to be doing. That's how everybody's going to feel. Am I going to risk it all tonight to go to Aqua? Am I going to risk it all tonight to go to bed? Am I going to risk it? That's what I'm going to be thinking. Am I going to risk it all? Or am I just going to sit at home and tune into somebody? You got to give me a reason I want to come out on the other side of this. I missed the crank, yes, but am I willing to risk it all for it? Not with the same set you've been playing since 2014.
No.
Or 15.
Or 2011.
Like, it's okay to get some classics every now and then.
Right.
I like the 96 Dope Jam.
Even national artists throw in their classics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But, please, I need something new when y'all come out on the other side, please.
They're scared of
That's
change.
the problem. You can't be scared of change.
That's what it is.
We need the evolution. There are some people in go-go who put me to sleep. And that's because they have not evolved. Don't look at Park, he can't help you. You know how I feel about... I'm not going to say who I feel that way about, but I definitely feel that way about a person. And it's considered wrong because that person is a legend in go-go, but they...
Mr. Whisper.
That's Low. Low is a troublemaker out there.
I like all bands.
We got the go-go Whisper in the house.
I never said I did not like all bands.
Nobody puts me to sleep. That shit too loud.
All right. Make God bless you. This one can sleep in a go-go. Work a lot. I'm always on the move. I do a lot of things. Yes, I can. Right beside the speaker. Standing up. Am I lying?
Gigi stand bird.
But she's not lying. But she's not lying though. If she was lying, then I'd be like, well, you might be exaggerating,
No.
Capri, but
Like,
I've witnessed it.
come on, let's go. You sleep. Am I?
Let's go.
My ears still hear it.
This is back when I had a vehicle.
My ears still hear it, but the rest of me is tuned out. Like, I don't, like, on the other side of this, I need some crank. I need it.
We never go see
The
Junkyard and fall asleep. That
The
ain't
crank
that
gonna
ain't
be
gonna
there.
happen.
I
That
think
ain't
the
a
crank
thing.
gonna be there.
Do you?
Yeah, I got faith in the culture.
Do you?
I do.
I got faith in the culture.
I got faith in the culture.
I've been disappointed a lot of times.
I want to have faith in the culture.
I want to believe that y'all are going to come out cranking on the other side because y'all miss cranking as much as we miss being able to come see y'all
But
crank.
I only speak like that because like even like now, like I'm in a room with dudes who've been doing this shit for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Jerry, JB, Low, these dudes. So I've been involved when go-go really wasn't that hot at one point. Then it was real hot. You have
it's a roller coaster.
It's always a roller coaster.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
I've been through the phase
when healthy go-go.
When there was a lot of spots to play at. You know what I'm saying?
Related to go-go.
It ain't that many spots to play at.
Related to go-go.
But the thing is though,
related to go-go.
Every time go-go come out on top. It's all the door. I'm telling you, like I promise you.
I don't
like
agree with that one.
The door is never gonna close. Like you may take a blow here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest blows that go-go probably really took in the last 10 years is probably losing Chuck, losing Polo, and
I think the biggest blow to go-go is losing the interest of their fans.
I don't think
not gaining the interest of the youth. Like the youth is so.
That's not necessarily true.
What?
Like you got the bands. I done been to places when it was all ages. They was playing for the youth.
I get that. That's how long ago?
Doesn't make a difference.
How long ago?
It does make a difference.
Does.
It doesn't make
it does.
a difference.
It
okay,
does.
so let me say this to you.
Is 2020.
The same way you work, where you work,
yeah.
I work in the school system.
Yeah.
And I have a child that it's listen. I go so hard for go-go. My son should be a freedom fighter for go-go. My son does not like go-go. It's a whole generation of kids who feel like there's no originality. There's nothing new. It all sounds the same. And all they're doing is stealing other people's songs. They feel like go-go is behind the curve because for them, they're listening to people who are on their way to going virtual before they blow up. So when the rest of the world hop on, they like, oh no, I remember him when he was doing that little song in his mother's bathroom and that dirty wife beater. And it's real. Right. But go-go doesn't do that for them.
And see, my kids, they like go-go, but it's not their go-to.
But what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? If they hear it, they'll dance to it, or you know what I'm saying?
But they're not popping it.
But that go back to what I was saying. Like, one, the lack of visuals and giving them something to see with the culture.
My son has been on the stage with a lot of.
I get it. That's your but that's your son.
And guess what I'm
that's
saying?
Your son.
And guess what I'm saying to you? He doesn't like go-go.
Because I work in a school.
He doesn't like it.
That ranges from 14 to 18. And everybody knows who T.O.B. is. Everybody knows Reaction. Everybody knows New Impressions. Everybody knows Backyard. And them bands to this day come up there and play at these schools.
Not all of them.
Oh,
Maybe the ones in the city. Not all of them. You're not gonna play that game with me.
What's the greatest feeling to go when you're a fan?
Damn, put your hood on.
That's all they want. That's all they want.
But how you gonna put a hood on if you don't have fans in that hood? What are you putting them on for? Who you putting them on for?
But I'm only touching for the youth. Like,
no, you're touching for the sector of the youth that you're around in the city. I'm not in the city. I don't work in the city school system. When I was coming up, let me tell you something. The Mexico Lindo was around the corner from Bladensburg High School. Mexico Lindo. The Met was down the street from us.
Yeah.
The Sugarcane Palace was down the street from us.
So it's less spots now.
The Icebox was down the streets from us, but guess what? Members of the Huckabucks went to Bladensburg. Members of Northeast went to Bladensburg. So it was different. You had a personal relationship, or you could attain a relationship with somebody close to them. Go-Go has become so disenfranchised and disengaged from the community.
You think it should be in the school system?
You won't even let me finish what I'm saying.
It's going with what you're saying.
I'm going to throat chop you if you don't let me finish.
It's going with what you're saying.
But you won't let me finish. Please let me finish.
Go ahead.
It's become so disenfranchised from the youth that if you try to introduce it into the school system now, you can't. It's too late.
Music is never late.
To you.
To the world.
To you.
To the world.
To you.
Bob Marley United Nations, bro.
To you. What you have to understand is kids' minds are open from a certain age. That's when they fall in love with certain sounds. That's when they get adapted to certain sounds. That's a real thing.
I get that part.
If you got that part, then you would understand that your attention span may be in music. There are other people in the world whose attention spans may be in music. But if music didn't catch my son's heart at a certain age, he's into video games or something else. Everybody falls under a different umbrella. So at some points, it's too late. But when I was younger, Go-Go was around me everywhere. My mother worked at Howard University. My mom used to go out to the Go-Go. All of that was around. It's not the same anymore. And they touch you could pull up on members of JY in Southeast. And you knew who they were. They knew who you were. They would have a conversation with you. What I'm telling you is that it's a little more celebrity in it now. So with a lot of bands, there is not that tangible side. It's a disconnect. Regardless of if they know who that is, a lot of people know who Lil Baby is and that baby and all of them. But guess what? They know they're not attainable. Yeah, I don't know the difference between any of the babies. Let's be clear. I love Go-Go. I don't. Rockabye Baby. I don't know who these people are. Rock-a-bye. I just hear the kids say it.
Right.
But it's different. It's not everywhere like it used to be. It used to be saturated. It used to be on the radio. You could catch us in the cafeteria banging the beat on the table and somebody freestyling the whole time. And then you going to hear them hold it sauce. You going to hear them throw a go-go hook in it somewhere because it was that ingrained in the culture. It's not anymore.
Well, I disagree.
You can. I'm telling you the truth.
No, I get what you're saying, but I mean, from who I deal with and the culture that I work with, I know what they want,
and that's why
I know what they do, and I see the reactions. Period. So I know what goes on in South, what's going on in Duluth, what's going on in
Bam,
Dunbar.
it sounds like I'm hating on the culture. No, I'm being honest. I work in PG County, baby. Let me explain something to you, and I'm not even. This is the last time I'm gonna ever address you.
Oh, come on, bro.
You are never, ever, ever gonna part your lips and say that I hate on the culture that I put on my back and go harder for than a lot of y'all go harder for. And that's the last thing I'm gonna say to you. You can have whatever opinion you want. God bless your heart and soul. I pray that you get all the fame that you're seeking. But Go-Go is not in touch with the youth like it used to be. Do you agree?
I agree.
How do you feel?
It's not no limelight.
Grab the microphone from Austin. Can y'all mic him up, please? So.
Like what I said, it's not no limelight, as in your rappers and your.
I agree with that.
That's why it's out of touch.
Right.
I agree with that.
That's why it's out of touch.
I just don't.
you know, the youngins now, say like your Soldier Boys who came up through YouTube and stuff like that.
That's what I was
Now,
describing.
Kids relate to what they see.
Thank you.
And impressionable about stuff like that. Now, as me growing up, like you said, like you, pretty was saturated with bands all over the place.
Everywhere, even on the radio.
So even when I was 9, 10 years old, going to go-go's, stuff like that, I can go any time of night, anywhere, and there was something going on. And it was played out in everybody's car down Haynes Point.
Windows down, music pumping.
I mean, people had the boom boxes, they were playing.
They grabbing that tape to play at a party
But see, at that
from
time,
your car.
At that time, go-go was really heavy, and it was being promoted because there was so much going on. You could see it anywhere. But nowadays, like I said, everything's on social media now, so everybody can see everything instantly.
Thank you.
And if we don't, like for instance, my kids, my boys, they live all backyards, they love junkyards. My kids are 11, 12, 13, you know what I'm saying, and 17, because that's what dad listens to. You know what I mean? So it's in them. They like the Lil Uzis, they like
all the
they
babies.
like all that stuff too.
All
But
the babies.
they in the back like, oh, watch Chris, what do you call him, rapper? Watch rapper say, hold it right here, hold it. You know what I'm saying? And you know they mimicking what they hear because they get it from me. You know what I mean? Now, if you have parents who aren't as influential in the business as I am, you know, and don't listen to it as much, so they're not, you know, they're not trained.
It's not ingrained in them.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they like their rap, but they also play rap. You know what I mean?
Like he knows it.
Right, and
He's just not reaching for it.
You know, and I incorporate it sometimes. I let them, you know, bang on the congos and play on the drums and stuff like that at the house because that's part of who dad is, and I got this stuff laying around. You know what I mean? So that helps also as the culture as well. You know, music-wise, kids want to be in the instruments. They want to play the drums. They want to play the congos and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Put the camera on the man. He's talking.
So, I mean, and basically that's what it is. Really, it's just not installed and not ingrained as we were when we were growing up.
I could dig that.
Now, as you were talking about Montana, I can agree with that situation because it's an inner city thing.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said I'm not in the city.
Now, on the outskirts of Maryland and even Virginia, you know, stuff like that, you know, it was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, even though out in Virginia, you can see a band anywhere out in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But they play go because it was so influenced at that time. But like I said, the social media stuff, kids are seeing things, and to me, today's rap doesn't have no meaning to it.
Me either.
I mean, the beat.
The beats crank.
Oh, the beats
Listen,
crank.
the beats and the hooks normally get me, but everything else in between. What language is that?
Substance nothing. I mean, either you're talking about drugs, sex.
They're turning everybody into junkies and alcoholics.
They're not telling stories or
like they used to.
Slick Rick.
Yes.
Slick Rick.
Yes.
Big Daddy Kane, Special Ed, LL Cool J. I can run them down.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne,
Nas,
You know what I'm saying?
KRS-One.
All in all, like I said,
Uzi Vert.
It's not ingrained into anybody anymore in go-go anymore because social media, we're not as fluent in
And that's-
social media as well.
and that's
Now,
what I was saying
if
about
we
the
were more
visuals.
Visual, like you're
Yeah.
right, Montana, in the go-go industry, we'll probably have a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say let's continue to do the lives.
Not go-go or anything like that. I mean, because, you know, I'm 100%, 1,000% go-go.
Bleed
You know
it.
what I'm saying? And I've been doing this stuff almost 25 years.
25 years, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, we're always behind the 8 ball. You know what I mean?
That's why I said.
We're the most stolen music in the world.
World, absolutely.
We sample more than any other beat or any other thing
Yes,
in the world.
we are trying to be
But
recreated
always
behind the 8 ball.
You know what I mean? And I think that's one of our downfalls. I think, you know, like I said, if we get on the social media more, because that's what the kids are listening to. I mean, and believe it or not, you get on the social media, your biggest fans might not even be the black kids.
They're not.
Media. You might be turning around, it might be these rock kids. Because
Yes.
I've done plenty of shows
Yeah.
at festivals, I mean, all kind of East Coast and Midwest doing sound, and I've seen where these white people know the words to Junkyard, know the words to R.A.
Yeah,
Lady, you know what I'm saying? Even some of these bands small bands that they're playing, they know the words to these songs.
Like you mentioning that.
And then you go to the white. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
and
ahead.
then you go to you see the black fans over there. They have no damn clue what they're hearing, but these white people do.
Now, what I was gonna say with you mentioning that is when we went to the Go-Go Bill signing, it was so mixed, so many mixed cultures.
Let me tell you something.
In the building.
Let me tell you something about that crowd. That crowd was amazing.
And diverse. It was just.
It was when we went up top and you looked down, it was just like a pretty rainbow of people, and everybody on beat, off beat, in between beat, trying to catch a beat was moving. Everybody, the older people, everybody.
I've been everywhere when I was with doing sound with Trouble Funk. I've been everywhere with Trouble Funk, and granted, the blacks, you know, who knew Go-Go, they're with it. But the ones who weren't in the Go-Go like that, they just sat there and like, this is kind of strange to me. Now, right on beside him is this white guy beside him, knew every single word of it, and we're in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Know every single word of it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it all comes for us to speed up our culture and get it out there more and use the internet more and social media more so people can go out and hear us. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like
That's why I
said,
say the
we're
lives
always
need to
behind the
continue.
eight ball. We're first to be stolen from, but we're always the last to advance or even compensate from what we're doing. I mean, so, I mean, that comes down to business, too. I mean, business taxes. You know what I mean?
Let's not get her started on that.
Please do not.
Let's not get her started on that. That's a whole.
You thinking
EIN numbers are free to get. There's no reason for them not to have an EIN on the other side of this.
You're right. I have one.
87 to 95. All New York beats.
Go-Go beat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, even some of the...
You can hear it loud in the rap influence from that time.
Because we have a beat that just, you know, just moves your soul. And you can't mimic that.
It's a continuous beat.
That's why it's something that moves your soul, and
it's ingrained in our culture from Africa.
but the thing
us.
with Go-Go is it's a call and response. It's a personal music.
Yeah.
So once you get the people interested, and say that you use social media, you're like, oh man, I'm in I don't know where you want to be at, North Carolina, I don't care, Tennessee.
Yeah.
We having a festival. I saw you on social media. I got a nice little crowd of people dancing. I'm gonna book you over here in Tennessee, my festival in Tennessee. You know what I mean? Now we're moving elsewhere.
Exactly.
But just promoting here in the city and outskirts and the suburbs. That's where we're gonna stay.
But you know what though, like that's something too
That's that block business.
That's something too that kind of stopped too. Like Jerry, you remember one time, like bands would go up and down the East Coast. I'm talking about Ocean City, hit the little colleges, like that stuff. Like, and that's just to go back to what you were saying about earlier in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you would be up and down that whole East Coast, like hitting so many things.
Social media.
You were social media. You were social, and you were your own media. People have gotten lazy.
And the other downfall, you know, with that, you know, I was a late bloomer to the bounce beat stuff. You know what I'm saying? After Montana tell you, I could not stand it because I guess I didn't understand the concept. You know what I mean? And it took Low Montana, and you know, I managed ABM for a while, and shooters. You know, even though I saw the potential in them, and
that's my mind.
You know, pushed them up, you know, helped them out get where they were going, and you know, but they had their own drive. You know what I'm saying? But they helped me grasp this concept of the bounce beat. You know what I'm saying? Now, the problem with this is the crowd that drew them, like the TCB crowds, and you know, that these kids don't have respect for anything.
Oh,
You know what
welcome
I'm saying?
to the party.
So now you got clubs shutting down and because the violence was going on and disrespectful of the areas, stuff like that. So they stopped having areas for people to have go-go's. So we're not having go-go's all over the place like that anymore. Now you don't see it or don't hear it as much because now you're limited to what you're doing. And if you're limited to what you're doing, when you think shut down, now the only time they're hiring is these top-ranked bands that people are saying that's going to pull the crowd. And that's another issue I have.
I agree.
Some of these promoters say, hey, they're not bringing numbers in.
I agree.
You can put a top-ranked band, but you can throw a band that's up and coming in there, so that keeps that cycle going.
But from a business standpoint, does that make it wrong?
Does what make it wrong?
Like if they just want to just book that top-notch band.
No, that's not what you.
Or if they didn't want to put like
say, like you got a band
an up-and-coming band on the card.
Like you got Belladonna, you got Belladonna 5 and Ari, right? You can put an up-and-coming band
in front of them.
So now people are like, oh man, I like that band. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And it gives them a
True,
new
I
crowd
agree.
and exposure that they would never get.
Yeah.
Now the promoter says, oh,
That's the
okay,
purpose.
So put you here. Now you got a whole different following that's gonna follow this
And
crowd.
guess what else you're doing? You're building future business.
Those blinders on, and you only hire top-notch bands and not giving these other bands opportunity. And I do understand dollars make sense. Dollars bring dollars. You know what I'm saying? But every band had to start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I started off when Southern Thoughts was coming out and they didn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I had a whole bunch of bands come out there listen when they didn't have nobody. And when I progressed with them, they were progressing. Now they were like the hot bands. You know what I'm saying? They were selling out all the hotel events. And everybody needs a band. But also, it comes down to promoter. Rick, he can have a band in there. He can have 5,000.
He can do a party once a year.
What they do? Like 3? Is it 3? How many they do?
How many what?
Do they do Tricky Ricky?
Not a lot.
Again, like I said, it's all about us not being visual and not being out there in the forefront that we need to be.
Capri for president.
But can that fall back on the? But can that fall back on the band though? Like if the promoter don't want to take the chance because maybe they don't see enough in the band, like the band's not pushing their product whatsoever.
Well,
Like
and I do see that all the time. I think, all right, for instance, like
Hey, Smacks.
okay,
Major League, I know they're not gonna get the big hotel shows. I'm not even worried about that. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna capitalize on this area where my crowd base is heavy. Where I'm gonna make this money. And when the promoters come, like, damn, these guys, every show they play, they bring $500-600 people in here.
yeah.
So, hey JB, how much you gonna charge me for Major League Band? Then I'm gonna bust your ass. Cause now you inquiring for me. I'm doing my own shit, but now you asking for it.
So let me chime in real quick. James Jones said, I would love to see more live streams. I personally think that kid from Fredericksburg is the future. Monty, I believe his name is really special, believe it or not.
And I agree. He now, to be young as he is, and him really just getting into the game in the last 6-7 years, he studies. You know what I'm saying? He studies the Chris's. He studies the Anwans. You know, he studies
BU.
You know what I'm saying? And he studies the bands. You know, he studies all these other guys, but he made his own style out of it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that, the originality and your focal point of where your business is. Like I said, we're not even worried about trying to get over here and conquer the city.
He gonna get put out.
In the big events.
Get that. Use
We're
that.
just going to capitalize off where our heavy,
Lean it up against
where our
that.
heavy money makers are and our crowds are.
Right.
You know, but stay relevant.
And
You gotta stay relevant.
that's why I said smack everybody in the face, like, because on the other side of this, people are gonna need that. What a lot of bands really don't understand is we go to the go-go to let our whole week out. Like, that's where we go to socialize. That's where we go to relax. That's where we go to unwind. That's where we go to
Smoke.
that,
Get you one.
that's also where we go to get go-go. It's that emotional roller coaster, but it's something that we love. And that crank means a lot to us. That's why I hate when people say, well, why don't they act like national artists and y'all are willing to pay national artists this or that?
Shit, we are.
National artists actually give us a show, a performance. And I'm not saying that all bands don't.
Did they do that to get your attention?
National artists also steal the musicians from DC.
They do.
They do.
They do.
Hey,
They
hey,
do.
hey,
Chicago.
They do.
hey.
They do.
Hey, well, guess what?
You got to get a
That's-
check.
that's-
They're
that's
available
because-
to be stolen.
Yeah, and a lot of these musicians, but a lot of these musicians also put
You gotta
themselves
get a check.
in a way to be recognized for these national artists to see them and see their potential and snatch them up.
Like it's got to be a situation where, like, this is my favorite. Hey, you ready for the question? When they supposed to be dropping the live CD from last week? What did they say? The sound was bad. Holler at the sound man. How do y'all feel about that? Like, let's have this real discussion. Let's talk.
This
Let's
is
get
funny.
right into it. Let's do it.
I love when it sounds
I
bad.
think the digital world has made fans expect more.
Okay.
Because when the analog world was in, and I was in a band, we put out every CD.
Let me tell you something.
From every night, regardless if the keyboards couldn't hear it that night, regardless if my voice.
It was
wasn't heard
air
that
in the
night.
left speakers, and I still
We put 'em out. Yeah.
turned the speakers over to
Now,
my right
they
and
just
cranked it.
expect too
It just,
much.
I needed it.
Oh, it's supposed to be CD quality in order for me to put it out. Why?
Because the internet.
But this
Ever
is my
since-
thing.
Ever since the
That
internet
dude slide.
came about,
Welcome, Deuce.
everybody, what's up, y'all?
I wish I.
Well, let's hold up. Let's introduce everybody
Yeah,
that's
I'm
in the
about to say,
building.
can
We're
we
gonna do it
give
the
my
right
man-
way. So we're gonna start with the tourists in the building.
Section chocolate.
Yes.
Section
Four
chocolate.
tourists at one table. And Wild Low right there. Like,
Wild Low.
In case y'all look, get the mic. In case y'all don't know, Deuce 9.
give him a mic. Don't.
Deuce 9 is the sound man from Backyard.
Got a TV show coming out. Man. Make sure y'all check it
This
out, man.
nigga,
It's
man.
called Exposed. This quarantine got him on some
He's
stuff for real.
I know,
I
y'all.
fuck with this mic on.
Yeah, it's on.
Sir,
It's on.
sir.
It's on.
You're in the house, just not in the monitors. You good, baby? People can hear you.
You laughing at me?
Look out for our show coming out, man. Dudes, man.
What
Exposed, man.
what bands you mix, Low? Tell the people what
Man,
bands
I
you
done
mix.
mixed every band in the DMV, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim a band no more. I just mix.
This guy's
Freelance,
weird.
man. I'm for hire for whatever band they want to create. New create. If I hear anything that you've been playing for the last 5 years, I don't want to.
I'm about to walk out of this interview because I just said that.
Stop.
I have heard
Don't work her up, y'all.
I'm a producer at the end of the day.
I'm
I'll let everybody
angry.
else introduce themselves. We get more deep into it.
Ooh, I done got angry.
Yeah.
You got my man
We
Jay.
definitely-
Party Crank Studios, we producing good crank down there. You know
Man.
what I'm saying? Some artists. Any bands want to get behind some artists, come holler at us.
We're definitely. Jerry is definitely in the building.
Hey, how's it going?
That's how you gonna get it.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
guy
Niggas,
here.
the Russell Simmons of sound man.
Hello. Like, God bless and good night.
And we got the Godfather in the building.
Definitely. He's
JB,
been in here dropping
JB.
knowledge. He's been in here dropping knowledge
OG.
the entire time. But what a lot of bands don't realize is that some of the best, and I'm going to show my age because I don't care, the best tapes were the ones where you made mistakes.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier.
Mistakes
Everybody-
make
But the imperfection is what kind of
makes
it
go-go what it is.
You know, but now we live in an age where shit got to be a little bit more polished.
tight.
So what happened was, I grew up off 90s go-go, and I used to go to shows, and then 2 days later, the tape would come out. If they didn't have the joint being duplicated in the back of the joint. You know what I'm saying? So back then, it was so much, bands was just competing to put out material, and we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have, Twitter, none of that stuff. So it didn't matter if the tape wasn't clear or whatever. If the joint cranked and the people was in there, they wanted to hear it.
Absolutely.
So,
Their hood got shouted
once we
out.
started getting on the internet, everybody became and all the flaws and everything, which made all the bands want to be like, oh, now we can't put that out because we don't want nobody to say nothing about it. So it has to be perfect. So, and then there was a period of time where bands weren't even putting out as many CDs as they used to. It started like around the early 2000s. Cause I know Backyard used to put out everything, no features.
But did that like put a damper in go-go though to you?
Yeah, because that little period when bands was putting stuff out, once you come back out and put out something, it's like it gotta be fire. You know what I'm saying? So now the bar has been raised, and like he was saying earlier, you know, we used to mix on analog boards, and I used to listen to I used to like listening to my man Bocelli, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bocelli.
Because when the tapes start, it would start so bare bones. You don't hear no effects, no nothing. But what I used to love listening to is how he started putting it together. Yes. And then you start hearing the plex on the congos, then the bass drum starts hitting, the snare in there, the hi-hat start cleaning, and then the vocals get right there. It's like to give you a sound check. Yeah, he's doing a sound check on the
about to lose it.
Shout out to Bocelli, man.
About to lose it.
It would sound like it
feel like
was butt naked. But if you forward it to the next track,
yes.
We got Deuce in the building.
That's how I
y'all.
used to love that. You know what I'm saying? And I do that. I used to do that. Like when I started mixing, I started doing that on purpose. Like I don't want a sound check. I just want to build it. Like,
and that's what I.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like to hear how I build it and make it sound like.
I mean, well,
you know, that's the art.
Go-Go accidentally put us in that position anyway because we don't get sound checks. So
Team
really,
no sound check over here.
Yeah, we really build the beat as they go on anyway. We didn't did a 20 for 20. We didn't did bands that's switching out from this band to this band 8 minutes. We don't get. We gotta put a rack up. We gotta plug it up.
I know, right?
And like you know what I'm saying, and it can get crazy. But I've been building beats for a minute. So you know we producers. I build a beat anyway. I start from the first.
We do everything live, so we do basically, like you said. I say, singer, sing for me. Then get on the mic, start being on scrap. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and play. I'm gonna build you up.
That KC.
You playing at your full potential, then I can build you from there. You know what I mean? Some bands have a little more value control. You know, got a little more experience under the belt. You can kind of start them off at a certain plateau, and you can work your way in and clean them up.
If y'all know, JB was a manager of a steel band.
Oh man! Oh my
God! We used to practice this in the studio. It's like, first off, it's practice.
Jerry Steel.
How you gonna perform? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Dog.
Don't. If you know your material, why are we doing a sound check at the show?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got the bass drum, you got the bass. First off, don't ask me if I got the bass drum.
Hey,
that's the last thing I'm worried about.
Honestly,
my bass drum is dialed in.
You know what I hate? When they come up to me and be like, hey, Deuce now, man, can you put me with the echo, man? I'm like, bro, who do you think this is? That's what I'm known for.
We the ones, like, we the co-producers of it. So we don't get told when to put the effects, where to put the effects at. We chose to do it. It's a feeling. It's a feeling.
Yeah. We actually.
If I'm, honestly, I used to kind of like throw effects in the vocals because the band, somebody messed up on the front line. Honestly.
Hey, look, what I used to do, pitch transport, I used to,
all day long.
Pitch transport your voice like shit. If you're all key, you sing.
All day long.
I'll knock you down, I'll bring you up.
We co-producers.
That's the stuff that people don't really realize that we do. A lot of times, we actually
make it sound good.
But we're part of the band. We're playing an instrument.
Yes.
I used to challenge T.O.B. to play without effects, and they used to do it. They used to crank without it. Honestly, I used to do it all the time. Like, man, fuck it, I forgot the effects. Play. Oh, wow. If y'all can crank without this, then y'all cranking.
But there are some bands who need them.
It's a lot.
Well, that's part
of it.
It's a lot. It's some of them because they got their own sound. Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing. We got this X32 now that has, it's a digital board that has all the built-in effects, stuff like that. When I mix Backyard, I don't bring no extra effects on the X32 because their sound doesn't call for that. I can use the delay. I can use the delay and the pitch and the reverb and another delay, and I'm good to go.
You're finished.
Now, if Rap will call me and say I want to do snap,
you gotta bring it on. You
gotta
bring that work.
You
gotta bring that work.
When he want drip drop and all them other joints in there, that disco board don't got them same effects in there. And he wants it to sound a certain type of way.
But that's what makes you Deuce 9, because you have a signature mix for a
certain band. Yeah.
All of us had that same shorty low. Hey, that's all signature shit. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, they called on certain things, they asked for certain things because we kind of spoiled them to that. And it's a communication. That's how we communicate with the bands.
Yeah, but we, like I said, we play an instrument. We in the control the sound.
Drummer for hire.
And we
I'm
add.
back.
This guy,
I'm back.
Mr. Book Me Jr. Like, book me and book me Jr.
That's
like,
my son right there, too.
Keyboards
That's
only
my son.
in the studio.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
my son.
The tracks in the studio.
This I need to get on his level, man.
We ain't got no trade. Hey, look. Hey, look.
Reduce and JB, Jerry too. Montana.
Nah, we not talking about that on this show.
We got a little band
coming
out too. We gonna do something for y'all.
This is the best dude to go out of town with, right?
No, we would know.
This man right here.
I believe it. You do know that when you talk, you're over talking.
3M masks come with the filter.
This nigga selling masks.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, we gonna talk about
Oh my.
Practice safety out.
Oh.
Got smoke with everybody.
Oh.
I'm letting you get your plugs in. Like, I'm letting you get all your plugs in.
3M mask with the
Listen.
with
with
a
the
complimentary
filter.
J.
You can patent that right there, dog.
Yeah, cause
you know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. You know what I'm talking about?
What do you do? This
Put a
nigga
hole in
stole
them
it
Jones, you know what I'm
there.
saying? Come holler at us, you know what I'm saying? The hard
Yeah, this nigga burnt out.
I had people say it was hard to smoke with the
I'm
mask.
bringing the go-go to Cali. Listen, I'm be honest with y'all. I've been out there too long, and you know what I'm saying? I got some, some little things I'm working on, but our bands need to really get on y'all A game with producing and finding artists to play behind. Y'all cranking, but y'all are just playing music for, and ain't even reaching out to the artists that y'all playing the music of. Like, I don't get that. Y'all got an HR person, like y'all supposed to. Some of these managers are lead talkers and shit, but I don't get that. But anyway, like real shit. Y'all got some PR people. Just reach out to the artists. Y'all ain't got but shit but time and core team right now. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and reach out to the artists and like produce some songs.
Okay, so for y'all. Can you explain to the people the difference between a sound man and an engineer?
Go ahead, JB, you get that first. I'll chime in.
Engineer is the one who works the board. Sound man is the one who owns the equipment. Alright. So that gets me pissed off sometimes. Hey, sound man, put me in the echo. Hey, sound man. Hey, sound man. Nah. Engineer. Hey, engineer. Or call me by my name.
First, I'll learn my name. Come and introduce yourself because you have a PR and you're supposed to do a business.
That's
boys, LB, come on.
I'm gonna put him out. He gonna get put out.
University.
He finna get put out.
Boo Boo said you speaking that knowledge, Lo.
It's like I'm tired of giving them the formula.
One's the guy
They
who's
don't
actually
get it.
working the board.
There's also another way you can see it. Some people see the sound man is a dude that just turns the knobs, right? The engineer understands what the knobs do.
What the boards do.
Yeah, there go Deuce.
The engineer
My
can
brother.
say that's a parametric EQ, and if I turn this, it's gonna be on 8 kilohertz, right? That's gonna be the right frequency to get the sizzle on the highs.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
The sound man gonna be like, let me just turn this joint into a sound
You over
right.
there having that.
I don't know what I just
Speaking
did,
Stan
but that joint
language.
sound
The
right.
sound man
You know
is
what
gonna
I'm
be the
saying?
person over there watching his amps.
Watching his
He's
hands,
not responsible for the mix.
know what type of speakers they
I just need to make sure my equipment don't get broke. What's the dude say to you?
Hire
At Aqua?
some professional
He has to
engineers.
keep an eye on it.
You
Oh,
know,
look,
keep an eye on the
I got a
system.
question for y'all.
Yeah.
So, I noticed a lot of y'all have done this before.
Can you hear me, Amon?
Do you feel like
You gotta put it on your shirt, sir.
a band should have an engineer and a monitor man?
Yes.
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 I mean,
tell you
and
why.
Now what? Now how?
stage,
I'm
any
gonna
professional stage.
I'm gonna tell you why, man. Cause it's like it's too much. It's too much, man, for one person to do both, right? Because like the monitor man could be there mixing the stage. If something go wrong, right, I have to leave the engineer part to go to the monitors to fix it. And if I'm over there doing the monitors and somebody say, "A dude snap," I'm not there to catch the echo. I don't catch the echo because I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, you walking back to
so I'm walking back and forth. And
You know what I'm saying?
and really, it's the monitors is meant for it to be a separate entity.
Mix. It's a separate mix anyway.
But what started happening is that the bands didn't have enough money to pay both people, so
they don't.
Engineer just set it. If you don't get a separate monitor, man, once we set the monitors, it is set. If I go to the front of house board, I'm not trying to go back over there. All right. Seriously.
I charge by
That
each
throws
step
my
I
game
take from the front board to the monitor. I charge 25 cents a step. So if I'm telling y'all
This
now,
nigga.
if you ask me to go to the
Yeah,
monitor
give him a
for
job.
more than 3 times,
No.
it's about 25
No.
cents from the board back and forth. To let you know that's the charge. Like it's not to be no funnies. Like he said, if we trying to record a good CD and we trying to get y'all in the mix and we worrying about the house, we don't give too fine. I mean, I care about the stage because I care about the band being happy, so I don't have to go the fuck back up there. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm in the mix and I'm saying, hey, look, get the ball, like, bro, listen, it's recording. Then you go to another track. You don't even give me time to come over there and fix you before you go to another track. So now you go on another track, you give a cue, you might call dudes, you might say something, JB, whatever, give me the whatever.
And I'm
we
right
miss
here.
it, then you calling us out on the mic
You
like,
mad.
man,
you
you miss us. Like, nah,
messing up on
nigga,
the
like,
echo, man.
I'm not a twin motherfucker. Like, it's only one of me. I wish it was twins of me because I swear.
I don't think the world. I don't think the world could handle two of you. So
Hey,
I do not. I do not.
Hey,
think
do you
that's
get
a
you
thing.
get petty on the board when they call you out?
No, because it's all about my
Professionalism.
It's all about
It's still a brand.
It's
It's
still
still a
about my
brand.
brand.
High five,
Dude
Mr.
said,
Torres.
I
High
have a
five.
I mean, I get arrogant.
You
I
talking
get a
to
little-
Queen
I
Petty
get a
right
little, You know, I might
not
not
petty.
do
I heard
the
you talking before I
excellence
do
that
anything
you
else.
might
I'm not
ask
petty.
for, like, but no, my mix still counts for myself.
It's your brand.
And my brand, because I'm still trying to promote this music shit to other motherfuckers that's gonna get y'all some real money. Right. This go-go shit is broke.
But they can't get
It's
real money if they
temporary.
don't have an EIN. Where they going?
None of the bands mostly,
Let's be clear. You don't have any business structure.
Look, there you go.
Crenshaw University, LaBouffe, Deuce, JB, you know what I'm saying, Jerry, we do contracts, we do
This
everything. We will sit y'all down and explain
They
to
can
y'all
get an EIN for
how
free
to-
from
Yeah.
IRS.gov
Yeah,
right now
but
while
I'm
you're
just
sitting
saying,
at home
like, real
doing
talk, like,
absolutely
you know,
nothing.
When you start putting out real music, you gotta have some type of BMI, some
ASCAP value.
something. And I mean, everybody walking around with, you know, whatever's on, you know what I'm saying? I wish you could just invest this a little bit.
Yeah.
Take that
Take the
250
phone
you
pauses
that
off
you-
your feet and put it
take the
towards
250
branding
that
what you're
you
doing.
spent and just put it into the brand just one time.
I don't see.
Because it's about marketing.
We were having a discussion outside. Most of the times, and I'm just gonna say it the way I said it, the nigga with the most money in the room is not making the most noise. He's not the flashiest.
Most of the niggas that show money are broke.
Yes, most of the ones that have to be flashy all the time are what else too? Broke.
That's true.
They broke, but my thing is, why aren't you investing in your brand? Are you okay? Because this is considered block money. This is you just got some re-up money and that's what you did. That's
It's
like
a lot of selfishness in the go-go's community. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody too much in competition. Whether it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying, pride. Yeah,
it's enough room for
like,
everyone who wants to make it to make it. You have your own distinct sound. You just have to patent it and market it and promote it the right way.
But they all targeting the wrong people. They targeting each other. Like, rather just hitting the industry. Like, why are y'all targeting each other? You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all battling each other? Y'all worrying about the wrong shit.
But that was one of the premises
That's
that
like
I'm gonna bring it
everyone-
back
that's
to the
like
WGNs.
It's like 15 niggas on the block trying to sell the same drug.
From the same supplier.
Sell the same stuff, it don't work.
Only nigga eating
I'm
is
gonna
the
take
supply. my price down. I'm gonna take my price down $5 so I get all the sales that you would get, which is gonna cut me short on the other side. But I'd rather get all the money than you get the money, right? So y'all think
that's ridiculous.
So y'all think is levels in this culture that lacks unity or togetherness or some type of brotherhood?
It's a brotherhood.
Does it seem separate now?
Brotherhood kind of like, but it's still too much competition.
I'm proud that
I don't think it's brotherhood. The way everybody came together for the Don't Mute DC,
yeah,
it's much brotherhood around.
No, that was a community.
That's.
But he's speaking how he feel. Yeah.
I also
that was everybody.
I don't feel like that was a brotherhood. I feel like that's because they knew they wasn't going to eat if they didn't come together. We not making no money. We not going to make no money.
Well, the bands I think that came together that did that Coachella, Mochella, whatever we call it.
Crankchella, Bearchella, somebody's chella.
They cared about their brands, like real shit. Because I mean, you could have bands could have just set up and played anywhere at that point in time.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
You could have anywhere.
And you're gonna attract a crowd, a whole crowd.
But
don't matter.
But it was bands that took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Black Alley dropped 2 singles.
Okay.
Original.
I'm gonna say this on the air.
PR.
Black Alley.
PR.
It did that for publicity. They do not consider themselves a go-go band.
Listen,
like
I get that.
No, I don't. So
I know what you're saying.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even playing
the
game. I'm not even gonna play that game.
It's pop go-go, and it's still a form of go-go. And I like what Black Alley been doing, and they gonna continue to do what they do because the thing is they figured out like we can still play cover songs and switch it up a little bit. But we can throw these originals out that's basically getting them this international national money.
And I'm not knocking that.
And that's what every band should be doing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Coming out like you said,
every band should do.
But
start figuring out
they
what
should not come
out
on the other side of COVID-19 sounding the same as they did in 2014.
Any band. She said any band.
Oh, no. Sick of that.
No, okay.
Say it with your chest.
Okay.
I did. I'm going to say it with my dollars because I will keep them to myself.
My thing is, like I said, when I work with bands, I kind of tell them, focus on singles. Don't worry about 17, 18 songs that people going to get drowned into and they're going to listen to it 3 times. And me and JB and me are going to put it in the side of the counters in our car and it's going to be there. Until I feel like want to listen to
another song.
Just again, maybe one time. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear something.
But that's a conversation I've had.
It ain't cranking.
That shit went out the window.
Me too. But that's a conversation I've had with bands. Like if you do, like let's say you do a live recording one night, and the whole CD may not be good, but if you have 2 or 3 tracks up there that you can actually pull from it, you should at least drop that for your fans. Like we need something relevant. Like I love feel good music, but I need something new. You like bring me something new.
Focused on singles all day.
That's all you have to do.
UCB focused on
UCB, I'm about to say.
Yes.
CCB.
CCB. They focused on singles.
We can go back to the Huckabucks.
Singles. Yeah.
It was the managers that was behind these projects marking them. That,
Walk Jam.
Like Walk Jam. Even you know what I'm saying?
Ben, Mr. Carter.
You know what I'm saying? Ben, Mr. Like Ben and Polo had this connection where they figured it out where
the metrics worked.
These singles, like they was hitting motherfuckers with ass clapping here. And that's all you was hearing, just these singles. You wasn't hearing the whole CD.
But you think it's because these bands now don't have that same...
Stop. We gonna do it this way. Do you think it's because these bands manage themselves?
I mean, that...
What'd you say for?
I mean, that, but, I mean...
UCB
you gotta have somebody come and step in and say, all right, listen, everybody stop.
Thank you.
Because this is what they do in a real motherfucker.
And they even came out with 2 singles.
But they had,
on the radio
but they got the blueprint from someone else to do so. What I'm saying is, if I put a band together and I'm the lead talker for the band, and I have this much business sense, shouldn't I have someone around who has this much
How
business
do y'all
sense?
think Junkyard got these singles that they got when they was in Def Jam? Because the producer and engineers came in there and said, "Hey, everybody,
This is what we need to
This is
do.
what I need y'all to play. This,
Yeah.
this, play it like this."
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
You
do
get
you
what I'm
think
saying?
these bands need
Make
outside
singles.
guidance?
It's always been that. Like Go-Go never had real guys.
As far as what though, like musicianship or something?
Okay, musicianship, professionalism, which you should and should not do during perform. Like, it's a lot of things that I feel like they need.
All that, to me being around so long, all that stopped around 90s. Now, you go back to like the showmanship, professionalism. I mean, like you go back.
Shout out to JY who still gives me that love every single time.
They gonna make a new fucking song.
You look at the old Willow Park days, how the showmanship, you know what I mean, professionalism.
She's about to beat you up.
How these guys played.
T-Bob, you heard that?
Stage, you know what I mean? Now these guys.
Shout out to
They just have no
He's tuned in.
guidance, you know what I'm saying? They're just all over the place.
Mhm. True.
Everybody wants to be a superstar. It's not one superstar in a band. Everybody. Nobody without your band. I don't care
I mean,
who you are.
if you was a
Still,
young,
you need your band to bring who you are.
My thing is, you got 5 people on the front line. Do 5 people in the front line have 3 singles?
can 5 people on the front line bring 3 people?
No. Do they have 3? That too. Because what we used
Let's
to
start
do
with the
as
people
me,
first.
Montana, JB, all of when we was in a band, we used to challenge ourselves and say, "Hey, listen, I can get 15 motherfuckers to come see me, 25 motherfuckers."
I had,
by myself.
yeah, and 4 of the broads I was
And we
hitting.
was that was how we
If
used
you're
to challenge
playing,
each other.
if
Like,
you're
hey,
playing the
they
same
for
music,
real, they
if
go,
you're
I got
playing the
17
same
showing
music
up, pull up.
since 2009, I can guarantee that you may not have 15 people to show up to see you.
I mean, you gotta go back to like where RE.
I'm gonna keep saying
RE has the hits.
They do.
People want to hear that.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So people come see RE because of that. Just like Trouble Funk. People come. That's Trouble Funk.
Get well soon, Big
really
Tony.
To me, I love Trouble because I came up in that era. But to me, at this time of age, they're a band that cannot play a weekly event and pull a crowd.
They can't.
Now they're a specialty band.
They are.
You bring them out once a month.
They gonna crank it. They gonna crank the roof off.
It's the age bracket, and that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble Funk, I mixed them for about good 3 years strong, like 3 years strong. Tony was reaching, trying to find that. No, we need a single that everybody can fuck it up. And I said, you gotta go get a young gunner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get a
You
young
see the
gunner
way I
on
said
that
it?
front line.
Yes.
A Thundercat.
Done
Yes.
everybody back.
Hello.
Play the bass.
And let him loose.
And let him go.
Hallelujah.
They had Slutty T. Shout out to Slutty T, man. Slutty boy. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
Slutty.
T.O.B. Frank. Yeah,
I'm
they
about to
had
fight
Slutty
him.
T.
Slutty T.
But
He's
at
a
the
cool
time, like I said,
He is.
I can't really. I was being an engineer and can't be the engineer and you can't play
Both sides.
You gotta be one chief at one. You
Yeah.
can't just listen. I put that piece in there. You don't want to take that puzzle. You don't want. Hey, that's the Bobby Brown to go. You need to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they can take it. So now it's a little. I wouldn't say too late, but they still make good hits and good songs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Allen, you know what I'm saying? I'm working with him, you know what I'm saying? Good percussions for Trouble Funk. He has a backyard song right now for Backyard right now, and I guarantee it go platinum if Backyard take it. So, again.
Another shameless plug.
You know what I'm
ladies and
saying? I'm
gentlemen.
just trying to tell everybody, like, it's really, really right now, we need to focus on singles and getting on the billboard. Getting in these. I'm in LA. I'm in Cali, I'm in Texas, Philly. I try to move around because I'm pushing my brand as well. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it's like we got to get to the music, get creative, get the right, reach out. Dudes play the congos, people. When y'all ain't got no congo playing in the band, y'all keep talking about these pockets and that shit ain't cranking.
I'm about to fight him with these shameless plugs.
He's
He
right
about as
here.
bad
You
as
know what I'm saying?
Montana.
He sells his patterns. You got Jerry, a dope writer, rapper.
Put him on the front
all that
line.
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Give him a
Guitar
mic.
player, dope manager, all that
You know
good
what?
shit,
We
you
got
know
the
what I'm saying? You
engineers
got Montana
band.
that will talk shit on your track. All that shit. I'm just
Turn
saying,
his
like,
mic off.
I'm just saying.
Immediately.
Let's get some cash.
But you know what though? But like to piggyback off what you were saying, but you got bands out here that are doing that. Like
what?
You got Black Alley. You got Top 5.
But they're not respected in the
You had,
go.
but they fall under this culture, under this umbrella still.
Listen. But they're not no shame to that. But they're not respected to the underworld, like young Dolphs of the go.
So what is a label signing if they sign a band? Everybody won't be needed. Everybody won't be needed for a label to sign a go-go band.
Signature sound.
Oh, I got
Every
what,
band.
I
If
understand.
you listen to ABM, they sound like
I got what you I got what you're saying.
But
from a label.
Kind of like what? But you know what I'm
Kinda
saying?
like what?
You listen to, you know what I'm saying? You listen to T.O.B.
That's
they sound
just
like
like,
T.O.B. and
but
back.
that's just
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
that's
You
just
listen
like.
to-
I'm
you
saying
know
that
what I'm saying?
because hold on, just let me finish.
I'm just giving you like
But I'm only
everybody
saying
got their
that.
signature sound. So
And they need all the pieces
I
for
got
the
you.
sound to be
they
there.
just need to find.
That's just like saying every member of a
artist,
rock
a piece.
band doesn't get signed
Just
for the
go
rock
grab
band.
a artist, you
But-
know, say Lisa Renee or
Listen.
Kiki Killicorn and produce songs with these DMV artists to make.
But it go back to what you were saying. If I can take your band and put a young ass Thundercat in front of this band and gonna make me some money, everybody may not be needed, dog.
If you have your business
Hey,
straight
find
and
something that
if
you
you
good
have
at
your,
inside
Okay.
that corporation,
if
then
you have your
sit
business
your ass
straight
there.
and
might
you
be good at
have
typing, nigga, I need you to
and
type
that's
for
what I
this
was getting ready to
corporation.
say. There's a role for everybody. Like it's not
Nigga,
that.
that nigga might the same nigga on that mic might be like that on the fucking camera. Hey, cuz. fuck
And
that
guess
mic.
what else he
You
might
ain't
be like
saying
that
shit.
on?
I need you to go get
He
You
might
ain't-
be a hell
you
of a
ain't saying
ghostwriter.
shit.
Like he
You
might
get
be
what I'm saying?
amazing.
Like,
You ain't
He
saying
might know
shit.
what the
You still
people
working
like.
for the corporation. You still
Yes.
working for us. What are you
Yes.
talking about?
You
Get that
have
paycheck,
you have
ain't
just been
That's what the part of the whole.
rebranded in another position.
Like,
That
I done
doesn't
played
mean
on
I'm
that
getting rid of
stage.
you.
It's hard to brand yourself, period, if you don't have any originality.
I agree.
No, yeah.
I got originality too.
You can't
If you can't take a
can't
cover
market
and make it
yourself,
sound
yeah.
like your own, I don't want you to
it's not
hit it
having your own,
anymore.
It's having your own.
That's what I'm saying.
I got
Not
originality.
making it your own.
No,
It's
you're
No, I
having
do.
your own.
you're just an asshole.
Because these
That's
guys-
all that is.
they're
An
not
over
making their own
talking
music
asshole.
anymore.
That's all you are.
All they're doing is cover tunes now. You know what I'm saying?
It's lazy.
But their originality thing is their
It's
beats.
their beats. is
Their
what they
beats.
make. You gotta make songs that belong to you.
I tell
Yeah.
bands to come to the studio and make songs
I
right from. I just need to buy
That's the
some.
problem.
You can't sell a song on whatever in the stores or online or anything because you're riding on somebody else.
I'm
Now
gonna
you got
tell
to
y'all
pay
what
that person
an
more.
engineer
You bring somebody else who you can bring
in
your
LA
own money
told
in,
me,
you know what I'm saying?
and they had TCB in the studio. It was Wale, and I still have the footage, and I have the files. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to pay me good cash for this. But listen, they
Another
really,
shameless
really,
plug.
really just want the percussion in the back line because the front line are not saying shit.
What are you bringing?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Gang
what are you
spitting,
bringing?
I guess it's the go-go is built off. No, it's really not built off crew spitting. It's still not. I don't know why people got it. But okay, still, they only really want the back line. And they called me and said, "Hey, Lo, can we get the blah 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 the CCB?" And I was like,
You know why? Because they gonna put their own people.
Exactly.
"You already? They gonna chop that shit up like
They
this
gonna take the
motherfucker
beat
chop suey."
You gonna need a producer, blend that shit.
They
together.
gonna.
They gonna do what they do, because all they really want is the shit they can't make themselves.
That's it.
It's the beat.
The percussion, the musicians are not in LA and not in Atlanta.
They're here.
They here.
Chicago,
And no
They're,
matter
no,
how-
they, no,
DC.
they're
And
here.
all the
No matter
drummers-
how
and
hard
all
they
the
try to
drummers
replicate it,
got
they
together
can't.
and
They
said,
can't.
You know what? We're gonna go to motherfucking LA and take over. We're gonna go.
They
with
would
Sony
do
and
it.
They could take over. And
They
make a
would
whole
do
nother
it.
Genre and fuck the whole.
Can you imagine live go-go karaoke in
But
LA?
also-
They would lose their
I
damn
seen
mind.
All areas like that, they're allowed
Lose
to
their
adapt
mind.
to it or hear different music. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if go-go did move to, I don't know, let's make some shit up like Wisconsin. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
want to
just
go to
making this up, You know what I'm
Wisconsin.
saying? Wisconsin. They've never heard his music before. You know what I'm saying? So you got rock in an open event. You got rock bands, country western bands. They're like, oh wow, I like that.
It's like
sound.
a festival.
Like a festival.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
like
agree.
that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Stage
oh,
4.
Such and such. Oh yeah, we're playing here.
Stage 4.
Right. So now we're playing at this club here. Oh, interesting. Now you got a whole. Now you
They're
got a
shifting.
Whole different sound, you know what I mean? So it's all about the demographic area of people who are willing to accept wide range of music, who just like live music. Period. You get what I'm saying? So, but
Go-go
here,
is accepted everywhere.
yeah.
Like, I'm just
But
accept
They're
it.
blinders here,
If
man.
you just
can't
put a
focus
go-go
on
band in a country festival, it don't fucking matter. The beat makes you move.
It makes you
I
dance.
got comments on my SoundCloud when I did that Hello remix. It's somebody from like Utah. Says like, this is funky. I like this sound.
I'm telling you,
know what I'm saying?
It's something they've never heard before.
I seen a country band in
That
Tennessee
track was
hit a whole
produced and
Jay-Z
mixed a certain
track
way
and
so they understood
killed
what was going on.
Listen.
I was like, this is a country band.
Yes.
Like they cranking it.
Yes.
But I was just thinking like, just slow it down, put it in the pocket, have some congos, and country singer, you stay right where you at.
Yeah, and it's gonna
Down
crank.
this country go-go.
Yeah.
I just gave y'all another one, Crankshot, man, University, man. Listen, we producing country crank.
And another one. And another one.
Corny crank is another one too, man. Y'all get corny. Half of them songs y'all hear on the radio are fucking corny. So y'all make corny ass songs. Dance songs.
The shit, less is more sometimes though. You see,
Less
that's
is
what the
more.
shit. The shit that's hot right now.
I was always
It's
told-
simple as fuck.
It's
I was always told
simple,
by-
right? In
I was
go-go,
always
we
told
still
by
do
old
too much.
school,
Still too much.
Yeah.
Go-go guy. That's at its simplest. When you start
I agree.
When you start adding a whole bunch of bullshit to
I
it,
agree.
We do too much, bro.
Listen to the lyrics and
Nah,
go on
here-
the butt, people.
There's some songs like all the top songs got something in common. It got a melody that sticks in your head that you
A
always
hook
hear,
that you get
and a
addicted
banging
to.
ass hook,
Yeah.
and a beat that just
Yes.
bangs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
don't stop.
saying?
It don't
That's
stop.
the three things you
simple
need.
music song structure.
But we still doing stuff from back in the day, like we want to be all musical and shit, right? And people can't remember all those runs that you're fucking playing. They want to hear a fucking melody. Yo.
We don't want you to
You know what I'm
oversing.
saying?
Stop oversinging. Give
Like,
us the
keep that
motherfucking
shit-
crank.
It
Yeah,
gotta
man.
be.
Give us the
Go-Go
crank.
is lacking a little bit of structure, right? You know
A
what I'm
little
saying?
bit.
It's lacking structure musically
Thank
because
you.
a lot of times I mix these bands, I listen to them, and I got to I come from a fan's standpoint too because I've been listening since a little kid. So when I mix it and I hear this, there's times I'll be like, man, there's too much going on right here.
So what do you
What
do?
the fuck?
So what do you do?
Sometimes I'll turn
Now-
shit
now,
down.
have you
Yeah.
done this before? This thing is singing too much.
Turn them down.
Yeah.
God is good.
Oh,
You don't.
So
I
I got
love
Pro,
it.
like I said,
I
I got
love
Pro
it.
Tools in the
whole
house,
thing
right?
will clean up.
I
You know
love
what I'm
it.
saying?
I got Pro
Or
Tools
if the
in the
bass
house.
player's running too much or whatever, or the lead player doing too much.
What I do, I go in the wave file, just cut out the shit I don't like.
No, what
Sometimes I just cut that shit out. They won't even notice I cut it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In this
But
show,
in the
now,
house- in the house
in this
clean up.
TV segment, we're gonna have
I'm
Shorty
gonna
Exposed.
put him out.
It's like this.
Bro,
This is why we do not.
No, he's the
this is
guest.
why-
Chip finna give
This is why
out.
Shorty Low is holding on so many recordings right now because a lot of them are bad and it's not on my part. There's a lot of y'all motherfuckers are off tune.
No, it is on your part. That's the first thing they tell the fans. Let me explain
Well, I
it.
can't tell you how to sing.
Well, I get that, but I'm gonna
Well, you
tell
know what it is?
I'm
though?
gonna
You
tell
care
you
about
what.
something you shouldn't care about. It.
I mean, no,
If
because
they want to just give it to them. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's where the loyalty came in when I was working with T.O.B., you know what I'm saying, for 15 years, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn near like, I cared about their fans and like, bro, you don't want to put that shit out.
Well, I understand why, because that's your band.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put that shit out, bro. Like, I'm trying to
the
tell you.
last engineer you want to ask after the show how I sound.
I'm the last fan that you ever want to ask how you sound. I'm gonna tell you.
You the last person.
But
Close your hi-hat.
It's gonna be constructive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, you need to work on this.
I'm gonna
You're
be
not
very
gonna-
honest.
I'm gonna like, that nigga sound like shit. I'm not gonna say that, but I try my best to make y'all.
JB has told motherfuckers he sound like shit.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all.
So if I got in trouble
I
on
got
the air
solid.
for saying
But don't ask me, then I'll tell you. But I'm gonna, after I say that, I'm gonna give you the constructive criticism
To fix
how,
it.
how to make your band.
Right.
I got good.
I also know how to hire and fire.
Yeah.
CEO.
Boss.
Sometimes a man full of friends is not gonna
so. That's what I.
Fire.
So that's
Get the necessary pieces that you need for your band to sound how you trying to get that band to sound.
But what if you don't know how your band?
Shouldn't be doing it.
And but that's why I
Pick a new
asked.
profession.
But listen, that's why I asked. Does there need to be a separation between band members and management?
Definitely.
That I asked that question, and you said no, that's not a thing.
No,
it has to be.
Okay, first of all, the manager
has
needs to know.
to.
Any manager that's manager anything that got music on
It
needs to
has
know
to.
what music is.
Thank you.
You can't manage nothing
Exactly.
if you don't understand what.
And you
music
can't
is.
manage through
Because
emotion
then
either.
you understand you got a band
That
that's
I agree
running
with.
out here.
That's why you have to
putting
separate.
out shit that's not really supposed to be hitting this air. Because as a manager, you stepping back and say, hey, hold up, what? You about to drop what?
No.
Nah, hell no.
I had a manager from a band that had me sit down and listen to a CD. And he gave me copies of this CD to give out.
The whole CD.
Well,
Listen,
he's not a manager.
no, listen to what I'm getting ready to tell you.
Bands don't want managers.
Listen
They
to
want
what I'm getting ready
promoters.
to tell you. And I told him, do not release this shit ever. Like, you need to burn this. You shouldn't even have had a listening party with me with this shit. Like, I am considered the media. You should have sat down with your band and listened to this together and said, you suck, you suck, you suck. Fix this shit. Because that recording, listen, it made me never want to see that band again ever in life. I never wanted to see that band ever again in life. And people that are in the band are cool. People that are in the band are cool. But it became a situation where I was like,
I remember that day.
I called them and I made them listen to
She
it.
made me listen.
I made if my
She
ears got this
made me-
disrespect, y'all motherfuckers gonna get this work too. I made everybody listen
She
to it.
made me listen to.
I ain't play.
See, that's when
And I got upset because I'm like, you're that. You gonna release that?
Like,
And you printed out 100. You got 150 of
Thank
these
you.
burnt, and you gonna give them out?
okay.
Because he's a promoter.
Every band needs to understand in the go community, like, thank you.
Made me hate that band.
Y'all need to think that to like the sound companies that trusted the engineers to go digital. You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
got that
Me,
work.
JB, Dirk, Deuce 9 was really kind of really hard on that. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Marshall, I worked with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really pushing towards like switch to digital. Why? It's because so we can go fix these mistakes. Real shit.
So do you charge to fix the mistakes?
I do. Again, promotion, Crankshaw University, the Boot Boys.
Do
know
you
what I'm
charge
talking
to fix the
about, you know what I'm
mistakes?
saying? Yes. It's okay. Time is money, money's time. Now to mix a 17-track CD and you have a lot of bands. No, they have money. They have money. Money. Everybody wants to be one. It's always got to be a chief. So he's trying to take all the money out of his pocket instead of having band dues. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you can't.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Let's discuss
Yes.
that.
Exactly.
Let's get on it.
Come
'Cause
on.
everybody
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Everybody in this room that we are
I knew it was
speaking to
coming.
outside of me and Gigi,
I knew it was coming.
including Montana, you have all been a part of a band, in a band, managed a band. Are band dues necessary?
Yes.
Well, I could say, hey, I can go either way with this. First I'll say, yes, if you're a band that's not creative,
Backed.
making money.
That's what I'm saying.
So instead of one person coming out their pocket paying for everything, the burden on everything, you're a collective measure altogether. Everybody should say, hey, my band practice $75. Everybody need to give up $10.
You do band.
Yeah, but some of these bands think that's what the manager is for.
No. Managers just to manage a project. Manager don't pull no money out of his pocket. That we choose to pull money out of our pocket because we feel that we have something to sell to get back.
So, repeat that one more time. Repeat that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
for the
managers-
masses. Just repeat that one more again.
Money
Oh.
into your business.
They're there
It's
to
only
manage
there
it.
to manage the craft.
You don't
when
say.
you go to work, you know what I'm saying? The manager at work does not, and the supervisor is not the one paying
you.
You don't
It's
say.
the brand.
So this is my next question. So, as a manager, I say, let's not take this show. Like, let's not take it. It's gonna make us take a loss. And
that mama still do it?
Listen, not only do they still do it, but they want you to pull the money out your pocket to pay the difference from what they supposed to get
You're a
paid.
manager of your own brand, so you know what you do? You go find a new band. Like, what are y'all talking about? You go find a new band that don't want to listen to what the hell you try to tell them. This is not a right decision. That's what you were there to hire to do, to manage the project. That's what managers do.
I just sat back.
That's it.
I just sat back and
You get an investor to put money into your shit.
Yeah, because if you're personally
they're online all day long
looking
for musician and
but,
education.
But I wouldn't know that if I have not been properly groomed. I don't want to say trained. People get offended when I say you this dude. But you still have to.
No money right now, but trust me in my trust me in my ideas, and I get you further. I keep.
But you have to. You have to start somewhere.
I got Jerry. I got a lot of good people that's really can put y'all in some better.
But you have to start somewhere. So when starting somewhere, and you have someone that has good business sense and savvy, and they say, "I want to manage," and you're saying that the financial part is not their part. Band dues are necessary. They are needed.
Well, find an investor. They throw a fucking car wash. Do something.
Fundraise. Listen.
Sell your
we're with you. No, we're with you. Let me explain something to you. Right now, you're not sassing me because I'm with the shit. I am with the shit.
Yeah,
I'm with the shit.
Definitely.
Get me.
I'm an indie artist.
It's 3 bands in this city that cannot play for 3 months and just sell merchandise and everybody buy it. You name them, and I can tell you.
I don't want to name them.
Name them. Go ahead.
That won't have to make a move. Just sell merchandise and sell 1 single.
Backyard is one.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll give you that one.
I know what you gonna say.
No impressions.
I agree. He said no.
No Impressions got the most potential.
They got the best potential.
Yeah, they got some.
They lacking.
They're not there yet, but they got. If you listen to that band, man,
you can
they
say
vicious.
Listen, they play everything though. A lot of people don't understand they play everything.
You can say RE. You can definitely go RE. You can definitely go RE. You can definitely go RE.
You have Junkyard.
I agree with JY.
You have RE. These only 3 bands that can really push only their merchandise, meaning gear.
I can go with that.
And they can push that with the music, and they get them further than where they at now.
Uncalled for.
No, sir.
They coming back.
They're working.
They're working at it.
They're working at it. But you got to rebuild.
I'm saying, when I say this, and I always kind of wonder why I never seen Backyard sell merchandise at Aqua. It just blew my mind.
You ain't been around?
No,
you ain't seen this shit?
No. At Aqua when we was coming up. No.
Yeah, because that's why they started doing it when T went out whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Montu
but Montu got smart. That whole platinum, that whole little
shout out to the Wizard.
Area, I would have shut that down, and that would have been merchandise. And the
out
whole
front,
thing about Backyard is they can sell other bands merchandise.
They can. They can sell anything.
Have the power and the torch.
They can sell anything.
The whole go-go industry. They don't understand that, but when they figure that out,
I don't think it's that they
singles.
Make
3 singles. Use what they got in their band. Tiffany, Earl, and Wincy together. G and motherfucking Lowe's as singles.
Yeah.
I just gave y'all the form. I'm not gonna keep doing this.
It irks my entire soul.
Because when I get the money, I'm just going to say, I'm going to sign you motherfuckers, and now y'all got to do it. So right now, it's basically like, hey, just get the formula, go ahead and use what y'all got. Y'all got the musicians. The musicians is art of this
Shout out to, I think the keyboard player's name is Marcus. Yeah, he kept us the most entertained on that live. Like, no disrespect. It was him and G. Listen, he over there like, he's getting it.
Yes.
And we're watching the live together, having a watching party. I'm like, look at my man.
G and Wincy was the most lit.
Yeah, I agree.
But what I'm saying, like, because the thing is, with these bands, you know what I'm saying, they all got their own identity, but they all fall in what Backyard doing. Just listen to them. Just watch. just watch. Everything that, you know, because Backyard is that, that back is that band, they got the swag, you know what I'm saying? They look, you know what I'm saying? They look swagged out, you know what I'm saying? Like, they give you the image.
I'm a fan of the band, not of the crowd.
The image. They give you the image, you know what I'm saying? still have to get some material to put out to go nationally to show the world what you do, so these other bands can come on. Trouble Funk a little outdated. Love them to death. They just outdated. Junkyard. It's not Junkyard. Sorry, Mo, I love you, but it's not Junkyard.
God.
That's why I left Junkyard. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't understand. Y'all done made easy songs like Sardines. Like, it's going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He also only has a landline, so I'm pretty sure.
I mean, listen, you can't get his own. No, he got now.
Now he does. Now.
Got soap.
Now. Oh, I don't want it.
No, see, most still
I
do
don't want
things
it.
off the email. You got
I know
email. But that's good. But you still understand that your band needs more good needs new material. Rest in peace, House. He understood that. He was on that journey. Trust me, he was on that move. He was going to get artists, his son and them rap, like they was on a move with that. But, you know, things happen in life, you know what I'm saying? So, again, guidance, you know what I'm saying? You know, stop thinking a man is going to invest, just go get an investor, you know what I'm saying? Like, find investors. You know, most of these band members in the band got good credit. You know what I'm saying? They got good credit.
Invest in your own brand.
Go in there and sign
What do y'all
a piece of
mean
paper
by
and just put
investing?
the band under your
What do
name.
y'all mean by investing? Because the only people in the band that want to get paid is the band.
So you need to invest in yourself. So therefore, if you want practice, I'm not gonna pay for your practice.
Well, that's just practice. The biggest
what I'm
the
saying
biggest
is,
money
Jerry,
coming out is
But
the
that's what
band was
band
wanting to get paid. The keyboard player wanting $250. The drummer
Well, can I
wanting
tell you a
$300.
secret about
First
that?
of all-
As a business owner, the first 5 to 7 years, you are definitely in the red before you see a profit.
Unless
And
you
every
got a
time you
bag.
think you're seeing a profit, you got to reinvest
I'm
that
so
money
in the
back in your
red.
business
Anybody
because
wanna
you
invest
need
in $100
something.
grand?
You get what I'm saying? Like, even
I'll
something
do
as
it.
small as this show, we have station dues. That money don't fall from the sky. It's got to be paid. For us to believe in what we're doing, we have to put our money where our mouth is. The WGNs hit my pocket.
They want to trust what they invest into. They don't want to invest in something that they think.
You gonna get fired from next week?
Yeah. Say what?
You gonna get fired from next week?
Fired?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire you. I'm gonna bring in Lil Timmy because he has a following and his sound is better than yours. Now, him $25 more, but you gotta go. I'm gonna fire you. Even though you've been paying band dues, you gonna show up to a show and Lil Timmy gonna be there with his guitar case too. What you gonna do? I've seen it. Walked into a show, saw somebody setting up, and the other person was there.
Loyalty to the bands. The bands show no loyalty. I mentioned this at the DC Army at the war show, and I try to tell them like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Me and Deuce never been in competition. We basically told ourselves we're gonna take over all this shit.
But why do y'all need to be in competition if y'all build together?
Because we understood that these
you gotta
bands
build
need
together.
Professionalism. They need certain
There's
things.
no room for competition because there's not even a whole lot of us.
You get what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, like.
But what are you
Who you
competing
competing
with?
with,
So
And that's what I used to try to let them know. Like, listen, like we all like in the sound people, the engineers and crew I come up with, we all call each other, ask each other's questions. Just basically general shit. Just like, hey man, what you think about this CD, man? Getting opinions on each other's mix. Just because we a family. You get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? When you trying to dish out this information to these bands, lack of information, lack of education with these bands.
So, do you think it's a lack of education, or do you feel like some of them know that they're not ready for that next step? Like they know, they know. Like I can't even get my drummer to show up on time. Do you think that I can mess with like? But I get that.
Craigslist.
But no, I get that because as a fan, I have no understanding for paying my money to get a whole show and I get a 47-minute show because not only do they show up late, but they stroll through the door with their girlfriend and they laugh about it.
Work ethic is a problem at go-go.
Or your keyboard player comes.
Your
Your keyboard player comes to plug up in the middle of the first set. Your keyboard player is coming to plug up. Or my favorite, the bass rig. While you're playing, now your bass rig needs to be plugged up and the band's already playing. So now
they've been getting away with it for a long time. Some people is in position to they happen. It could be because maybe the dude's just so good, and he's like, man, he keep coming late, but he can play. I don't want.
So,
who else could replace him?
what?
I understand. Not with you. I'm just telling you why it happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we came with this.
But like,
Pro
but
Tools
see,
and
but
engineer. We
see,
can
like,
plug a
but
guitar player.
That's just
see,
like my
Bree-
that's just that's just like my baby father is a great baby father, but he beats me. Like that's not acceptable. Like
No,
until you
but
go do some
Bree-
shit that's like
you get what I'm saying.
where shit gotta be on point, then that's when you start realizing like
It's
damn,
too
man,
late
I
then.
can't- I
You've
can't be
trained
doing this
yourself
bullshit.
to, but you've already
Like, if
already
you're not
trained
there,
yourself to do all of the wrong
you're not
things
there
by
an
then.
hour
You've
before,
already
I
trained
done got
yourself.
woken up.
You're late.
I got.
You're
listen,
fucking late.
I was lead
You know what I'm
production for Murder Live for 7, 6.5, 5 years.
7, 6 and a
No,
half,
no,
5.
no, 5 years on, but I was 2 years contracted. Like, yeah, so I have to make sure because they got to owe me some money.
6 and a half.
You made me scratch my head.
Hey,
Another
this
shameless
fucking
plug.
so,
Yeah, but listen, no real shit though.
The Low Show.
I learned that time shit means a lot.
It
in
does.
production, and it's not really. Just the crew usually there most of the time on time. Man, there's some sound crews that be on late, but you got niggas like me, Jerry, JB, and we put shit up in 15 minutes. Yeah, we are. But I'm just saying, like, I learned that.
What did he do this time?
You
He
have
well.
to be
He well
on
over.
time, especially if you're not gonna sound check.
You're never
You know
on
what I'm
time.
saying? Who? I'm
You.
always on time. See.
You're
Just 'cause
never
you don't
on
see me-
time.
As long as you don't see me in the,
You are
event,
never
I
on
have a
time,
medicine
bro. I
session
know
that
you
I
all
take.
my life,
No,
boy.
no,
You don't
no,
want to
sir.
have that
And
conversation
say-
with me
I have
either
a
because
medicine
not only was
session.
you late,
never
you
on
don't pick up the
time.
phone and
Listen,
tell
I have
nobody
a
you gonna be late,
medicine session.
Mr. Torres. So we not gonna do
I
that.
have learned how
We not
this
picking.
motherfucking shit moves so well, bro.
You was
Listen,
late tonight.
I watched the bed. No, I wasn't up
He was
yet.
on time.
No,
I
he was
wasn't
late.
up
He was
yet.
on time.
I wasn't up
He
yet.
was on
Dog,
time.
you know this nigga's never on. Dude, snap. Don't sit. JB, stop. All y'all stop, dog. Hey,
He is
listen.
trying to assassinate your character.
No, cause that nigga terrible, y'all.
He is trying to assassinate your character.
JB
Jay,
is
look,
Montana. I used to,
Listen.
these my road dogs. We roll together.
We
for
best
25
friends,
years.
huh?
Let me I tell you about these guys. Listen,
He
I
ain't
try
shit. You
tell
don't have
them.
to tell me nothing about him.
I
He
try
ain't
to tell
shit.
them, play the shit accordingly to how these motherfuckers roll. If they don't have your money, which I know they gonna have your money on time, JB. So why the fuck are we gonna
So that
flow
was
on
my
time?
next question.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Dog.
gonna sit in this truck, have my medicine session. Me and Montana.
A couple
Jay
of
gonna
them.
smoke. We gonna have our medicine
I don't
session.
smoke, sir.
No, he don't even. He work. Thing, and then like we're gonna watch the promoter, we're gonna watch the band stroll in and take their precious fucking time, and then yeah. So I learned over the years that basically no, I'm never late. I'm sitting in the car at my medicine session, watching the manager, watching the lead talker. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching everybody walk in, and I'm driving 3, 4, 5 different cars each night because I don't need to know what I'm on.
It definitely is Armani. It's definitely a dark skin.
You're never on time. I don't fuck what you talking about. This nigga
Drive now.
without.
He should start driving 2 years ago. Listen, he can come pick me up and keep me on time, but he won't. So listen,
Hey, yo.
I'm on time. I gave you a go. He's still working on time. He's still working
Hey,
on
look.
time. What are you talking about?
I gotta admit, I'm horrible with time, but you fucking know.
No, listen.
Low niggas be like, yeah, where low at, yeah?
I'll be, dude.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm usually not there.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what.
Low mixing T.O.B. I don't know when he get there. I usually come like right when they about to. Like,
Listen,
you know,
I'm gonna tell you what happens a lot with Low though. Low got a plan to mix a band. So his schedule is based around mixing that band. Now what happens in the process is another band will call him.
That's the overlap.
So now Low got to reprogram himself.
This is true though.
And speaking
Low
of
will be in another show
programming,
talking about I'm about to finish them up real quick and I'm gonna shoot right over
Shoot
there.
right over there.
Just don't, hey, Deuce now.
It's a sound check.
Yeah.
And guess,
Hey, and I'm known to pay my man.
Speaking of sound checking
that overlap will
and
get you fucked up,
programming,
though.
we're definitely going to take a break,
yeah, I got some questions. I got some questions. I'm gonna
and
ask
we
this
will
guy.
be right back.
I want to know who
ladies
got
and
some
gentlemen.
bodies.
No, we not. Don't turn this mic back on. We go back on the air. I'm not playing. Don't turn this mic back on. We go back on the air. I'm not playing.
blow you up.
Why must it be there? You always please.
Chanel and also Miss Josh in the building, yo. Yes, indeed. What's up, April? We're on this sexy and heat this evening, yo. Yes, indeed. Play it down. Play it down.
Why don't you have a seat if you got some time? Yeah, you're something to me that you don't do. But don't mind me, but I find that good news. My mama keeps telling me you're the one. But girl, I'll fix you wrong. Forget the love. I know who you are. I won't forget. All my old time love, they're just distractions. You're a superstar. Let's get together. All my old time love, hey, but I am just listening to what it's you. Let's turn don't seem right. I need help tonight. Something is calling. I feel the burning on me. Something is calling. This is too heavy for me. Y'all play. Also, man, y'all brother, listen to that cool man, ready, let it work, hold it down. What's up, Miss CC? Y'all got that thing going on right there, ladies. Looking good when you do it. You look good when you do it, Joe. Yeah, and come on, go, Danny. Had to take a little break right here, Miss Bree. Yeah, y'all play. But since you say you're back, you'll be there when I call. But just give me your best. Say I don't mind to be honest. Just don't know everything. Put your hands on my body and let your kiss all this all day. Yeah. Say what you think. You ain't gotta play. Play with me. It's so bad. So bad. All day.
white
What did I
boy,
just
man,
tell
can't think
you?
his
What did I,
name.
sir?
Oh no,
Sir, we're coming back in from a break. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned into the sounds of Rhea at City Winery. That was an amazing show with them in Black Passion. That was a great, great night. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have the sound engineers in the building. Deuce 9, Shorty Low, Jerry, and JB. And we left off, and we were talking about taking a single, and well, that was one of the things we were talking about. But give these bands the blueprint. Give them a hint or an idea or a direction to go in order to do what it is that needs to be done, to not just be local. And I'm not saying that your music being played in California is not a good thing, but what I'm saying is, are you being booked to get on a plane to fly and play in California? Or in Oregon, just anywhere. What I'm saying is, give them an idea of how to get out of this box that is the DMV.
Jazz, you right.
I'm asking everybody in this. Hello. My
told
finger
me
pointing
I
at
couldn't talk.
everyone.
You told me I couldn't talk.
I told you don't.
Clear.
I told you not to over talk. I'm coming back from break. You over
My
talking.
opinion
I was
is,
talking to my phone.
I think just, all right, so first of all, it got to be original, right?
Okay.
But they got to crank. There's a lot of bands that are doing original shit.
What is crank? Because
It gotta
everybody's
sound good.
ear of crank is different. Crank is in the ear of the beholder.
It gotta
What
sound
cranks
good.
to you may not crank to me.
Right, but it got to sound good. And what I mean by sounding good, it got to
Be
gotta
like
have
a
that
radio quality?
It got to have a go-go sound to it, but it also got to be current to what music sounds like today. See, a lot of stuff that's getting put out, you got to think of it this way. If somebody don't listen to go-go, right, are they going to understand it, and are they going to like it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get the attention of people outside the Beltway. Because a lot of stuff that's being put out, it sounds good to us because it got that crank to it, but people don't understand the go-go swing, right? So you got to put something in it that they understand.
called
Like,
corny crank.
for example, you get into what I'm about to say. Like, the way that go-go's going to get out is trap go-go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think should happen. You got to listen to how, like, the producers that are doing trap music, listen to what they doing, but put a go-go beat behind it. The bounce beat's the key to that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because they got the cadence where you could do them hooks.
It's called trap bounce, man.
And,
Trap bounce.
And all you gotta do, right, is mix. It's up to us really, because we gotta mix it and make it sound like the trap shit, right?
I'm sorry.
You gotta make that shit sound like trap shit, because the kids understand trap shit. They listen to these rappers like NBA YoungBoy and Moneybagg Yo and all that stuff. So what I do, I listen to a lot of Spotify. I be listening to all that shit. I don't just listen to go all the time. I don't just listen to 95 Backyard. I used to just listen to that. But when I listen to that shit, my ears now getting trained to that sound. So now I'm trying to figure out how to merge that sound with go-go, because that's the key to getting it out. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the youth involved, because a lot of these kids in high school, they don't. Where the high school bands at? Think about it.
We all grown up now.
Where the high school bands at? When I remember when every high school had a band.
When I said that earlier, I was told that I didn't know what I was talking about,
let's
and that I was hating on go.
And
No,
you know why? Let's
factual.
blame the school education, all y'all school board attendants and everything. Me, Deuce, JB, Jerry. We're all for hire for us to come on board for education and actually really show these kids basically and give them something else to do other than what y'all have nothing for them to do. You get what I'm saying? So, because I came up in the era where, coming out of high school, we had a go-go band. I've been playing drums since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in a go-go band in high school.
So why not build your own independent project as a blueprint to show these schools that you can do it, versus you saying for them to reach out to you to do it? Because as you said earlier in this but listen, as you said in this room earlier, no one is going to invest in something they cannot see to believe in.
Oh, I'm talking to a couple of people, in Alexandria, you know what I'm saying, city boy, like I said, right now this corona thing, hopefully everybody out there safe. You know what I'm saying, with this corona thing going on. But like that's my goal, to reach to the school boards and actually get this where we can actually teach the go-go in all the genres inside the school. So now you got these marching bands that's learning how to play Safari cover song on a movie, because I did that. You know what I'm saying? From, I need y'all to learn this Chuck Brown song. I need y'all to learn this T.O.B. song. I need y'all to learn this Backyard song. I need y'all to get the schools that actually learning what.
Right, so that's why I was saying, why not grab a couple of youngins, mentor them, groom them, put them underneath it, do a video diary, something you can actually present to them. Because a lot of times with working for a school district, you can have a million great ideas. But if you cannot show them where you've made it work and fit into exactly what it is inside the ramifications of what can be done, then they're not going to touch it. Because as far as they're concerned, it's just another idea that's in the way.
For sure. I mean, and it's kind of something, I went to that go-go meeting in the Kennedy Center, and
I was there.
They kind of, it's people that's outside of go-go that, pretty want their
that
hand,
push it. They wanted to grow.
They wanted to grow.
But they want their hand in the money too.
Who doesn't want? At this time of age, who doesn't want to be able to take a brand and actually live off of it? Because that's what we trying to do. Nike do it all day long. You know
for sure.
Like, everybody lives off a brand.
Go-go was a brand coming up, because a lot of these guys who playing bands never had jobs, so they survived off.
And that's one. Shout out to, like I said, Trouble Funk Tony right now. You know what I'm saying?
Get well soon, Tony.
You know
Get well soon.
He survived all this go-go thing for so long, and they just had so many dope albums come out that went national. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't got credit on some of them, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta reach them people outside of the triangle.
I think what stopped, part of the thing that stopped the progress of going in this area period was the crowd reaction at these shows. We can't control. So yeah, you can put these bands in these high schools in there, but I put these bands in high school, am I going to get a fight?
You're definitely going to get a fight, because these kids lack respect and they don't care about the party. They don't.
Right. So
that's when you come to making these, like I said, when you got investors and getting national, you gotta make these tracks. And I say this, I just say this to my son and them, they make that hard track, and I was like, hey, you can make a school song saying something about do some homework or ABCs with the same energy and same hard track, and just see what happens. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like the mentorship that used to be, it does not exist anymore. Yeah. So that's where part of the disconnect is coming in. Is coming in from like that.
The Go-Go Report,
nothing but
like
drama. It's a battle.
Divide.
It's a battle between Bounce Beat and the old
right?
y'all old heads.
And they
y'all
blame
old
each
heads.
other.
Yes.
But
y'all
like,
disrespectful, so y'all don't. That's why we don't.
I always used to tell like T.O.B. and shout out to them and Chris and them like they do these songs and like the gold mine when they did that EU doing the butt, it was the link up with Sugar Bear and come together and do the track together. That was my whole mission. Like do it with Sugar Bear. I get y'all, do it y'all way, but do it with, I already had made the phone call. Listen, hey, Sugar, listen, they can call you, blah, blah, blah. This again, go back into management. You know what I'm saying? Like, Walt Jam just, if Walt Jam was around, it probably went a little differently, you know what I'm saying? But, again, you know what I'm saying? It was like more like, hey, call Sugar Bear right now. He ready to do the single. Go in the studio. Let's do it. Drop it. Because we got the investors. It's going to go national because y'all got the sound. It don't matter. Y'all have the sound what the youngins, the youth want to hear right now. You know what I'm saying? So, again, some bands don't really, they kind of like, I don't know if it's really, it's guidance, management, you know what I'm saying? And really just understanding what you got a brand that really, you really just change the world. Like, when the violence and everything was going on, when TCB was really, really, really booming, they could have just stopped playing for like, went on the news and said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I get everything that y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? But I need y'all to cut down this violence, you know what I'm saying?
But that's why I'm saying that mentorship is missing. Like, it's that accountability as a leader. It has to be there.
People get money hungry, and if they see in the money part, like, you can't be moving off money all the time. Like, you got to still understand and protect your brand.
For example, I got a prime example. Professional Sound Studios. I opened up to make money, all right? But it came to a point where it was almost like a safe haven, or even being the father figure to some of these younger guys. I mean, you had the shooters that came up under me. You had TOB that came up there. All these little bands that didn't have structure or didn't have any type of guidance, they came in there and had a common bond, which is the music. But also, after they came and played, I sat them both jokers down and gave them real life facts. You know what I'm saying? You got a baby. You can't be out in the street.
But that's the mentorship
part. You gotta
part.
do this. That's the part we were doing at Professional Sound. Not we're only there to make money, but I knew your kids at for 2 hours a day, and they got something out of it. You know what I mean?
Before we go, I'm gonna ask this question: do you feel? No. Drop some knowledge very quickly to help get Go-Go to where it needs to be.
I believe originality has to come back. It has to go mainstream on the point where we're going to have to use almost the same method as these young rappers who got successful overnight. Because you got to use the social media, you got to use this online stuff to get us out. We just can't be passing flyers like, hey, come see me.
Videos and all that.
Well, they don't. A lot of them don't pass out flyers. They do a digital flyer, but they need to put a flyer in some hands.
No, put it out in their face. You know what I'm saying? So people can see it. Then they like, oh, anybody can see worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, once it's worldwide, or they can start picking, oh, I'm doing this festival. I'm gonna pull this band out of here. I'm gonna pull this. You know what I'm saying? They can start picking because right now nobody knows who Hardy is except for the major bands, Backyard, RE, and Junkyard. Really. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Outside of this area,
outside of this area, you know what I'm saying?
Trouble Funk.
Right. Northeast Groovers.
Some people don't know Northeast Groovers.
We have to utilize this internet
a lot of people don't know
like these other guys are doing from down south, California, New York. They're using the internet and they're becoming successfully rich overnight. You know what I'm saying? Same thing would happen here, but you have to have the originality, which has been lost since the 90s. Nobody's creating new songs. I mean, they are creating songs.
Don't be afraid to try. Just try. Yeah. And if you don't know how to do it, I will give you the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the studio. Y'all all know my number, 301-357-4855. Shorty Low Mix. You know what I'm saying? The Boo Boys Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Professional Sound. You know what I'm saying? Deuce 9, Jerry, all of us. Like, we out here. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just got to reach out, man, and get some producers and some songwriters and trust them. Just trust them that y'all got. Really, Go-Go is just the percussion. If I can just strip the front line and just put an artist in front of it, it really would just really be simple. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just figure out how to make a song. You know, it's intro, hook.
So how would you do it if you want to include the front line? What the front line got to do?
Same thing.
Right? One at a time?
One at a time. And let them sit down and I'm just give them the lyrics.
Same thing a trap artist would do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sit down and write.
You just gotta
when the beat going on, let the percussion work. Cause half of y'all, a lot of reason why a lot of these bands are really kind of like failing because the front line that think they have all these extra ideas that they just pulling off the internet and they hear a new song and they just say they want to hit it because it's easier to do, right, to copy. And then they tell the band, hey, won't you learn this song? And me, I'm a keyboard player. I will not learn the song the way it goes. I would transpose it. I would change it up. Hey, you can sing that song, but I'm playing something totally different. You know what I'm saying? But really, really, really get some producers in here and format some real crank.
Okay.
And
Basically, just gotta stop being lazy.
yeah, y'all got time. It's quarantine. Y'all got a lot of shit to worry about
Well,
now.
unfortunately, we don't have time.
No, we don't.
It's time to go.
And my phone died.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning into this edition of Fans from the Stands with a few great sound engineers. We're gonna have to get them back in here together, but I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy. But shout out to Deuce 9, Shorty Low, Jerry, and JB. Thank you guys so much for coming to kick it with us. We're gonna have to get y'all back in here again.
We'll be back. We're gonna add 2 more hours, Cali time.
So apparently we'll be shooting on his dime the next time we're here. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless and good night, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, if you missed Crank this week, New Impressions had a live, Backyard had a live. I cannot remember the name. ABM had a live this week?
Oh no, this is recording. Okay.
I cannot remember the name of the Gospel Go-Go band that did their live on. There it is. Body of Evidence did a live on Good Friday.
I did a live.
Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless and good night. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm decided to be
Listen.